Oh God, here it comes. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Mr. Marsh, we apologize, and if it's okay with you, we would like to present you your long overdue trophy.
Mag.
Snake.
There's a small number of people in our community that are just hateful, angry, resentful, straight up assholes. I like to refer to them as an army of hate nerds in our community.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
That would absolutely already be fucking lit.
Real fucking high on drugs.
That sentiment is very true tonight. Real fucking high on drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, that session was brought to you by some flour and some hash and a little bit of keef that I had been saving. And it was excellent. I hope you guys enjoyed the session yourselves. I know it was a little late tonight, but had some drama with the PC. Had to reset the PC, which is... I don't care who you are, how good of a producer you are. Every once in a while, you forget to reset the PC, and it causes issues. So, Nate, how you doing, brother?
But it feels like it's been a long time. When I joined the chat earlier, I just started seeing John and these guys, and I'm like, look at this guy.
Who cares how Nate's doing, dude? I don't give a shit. Let's get on with the show, dude.
I say, yeah, I'm with you.
Hey, we need to talk about the Final Four, bro. What a game that Final Four game.
Yeah, they actually, all the games were really, really good. I mean, the first game with Auburn and Florida, Auburn was up the entire first half, and Florida came back. And then there were 4 Duke fans in our suite, and they just, with a few minutes left, they were just high-five and just laughing it up, having a great time. And all of a sudden, that lead goes from 16 to 9 with 2 minutes. 35 seconds, they're up 6, and then literally within 16 seconds, they're down 1, and they just couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. And then the Monday night game was good. Houston was up the entire first half. They were really kind of letting Florida have it, and then I knew Florida would come back. They're extremely good. They got tons of talent, but to not even get a shot off with the last 2 possessions is just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But Houston actually was staying at our hotel.
Houston gave away that game, dude.
They did.
Big time. But, maybe they
had some 7th-year senior that was like John Belushi's brother from Animal House, dude. He was like a 36-year-old man, dude, on Houston. Bro.
There's a lot more of that in college sports now than you would expect. I mean, some of these guys are like Chad Baker-Mazar for Auburn is coming back for his 7th year, or I think he's 25. I'm like, good Lord. I mean, the best part was when Georgia won the back-to-back titles in football, their quarterback who got drafted by the Rams, he was in college for 7 years and he still never graduated.
Yeah.
I mean, that just cracks me up. 7 years and you still even have this
that's fucking awesome,
any
bro.
degree. It is great.
Hey, if he would have done it now, he'd be a millionaire many times over, man.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of money these kids are making is unreal.
Well, I don't know if you saw this, but it's
at least
Tennessee's
somebody's
quarterback,
making it, not the university.
It actually, came out today. Like Tennessee said they're moving out with their quarterback because he tried the spring portal opens on Wednesday, and they had their spring game today, and he was getting paid $2.5 million. He tried to get $4 million, and they said they called his bluff and said, "We're out. Have fun."
Yeah. Fuck
It's crazy. Brock Purdy in his entire career has not even made 3. And the guy went to a Super Bowl and was 4th in MVP voting. And you got one guy complaining who was literally 10th out of a 16-team league in passing, getting $2.5 million at 20 years old. It's just insane.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen with the draft? What do you guys think is going to happen? Hood?
Man, I don't know. Everybody's talking how the Cowboys are going to trade with Cleveland.
I heard they're trading with the Jets to get Bryce Hall.
God. We'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't, honestly, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I would take Travis Hunter, dude, all day, number one. Like, put him at wide receiver, put him at DB, put him on a kickoff. Fucking just play him fucking everywhere, dude.
I know, dude. He's going to be interesting to watch.
That's who I want the Giants to take at 3, and I want them to take like
100%.
Milrow or something like that in second or third round. I do not want to take. They need to get the best player they can, and they need to get as many picks and as many good players as they can.
Yeah,
They're
Travis
so
Hunter
far
all day,
if you
day.
take Hunter, like, you got to have a coach that has the vision to be able to develop packages for the kid. Like, if you don't have a coach that has that vision that can develop things for him to put him in a position to be successful, like you look at the 49ers coach, and he's a quarterback whisperer or whatever, but they almost killed Deebo Samuel in the packages that they designed for him. He practically almost got his head torn off.
He gets all those running plays.
Yeah.
You know, I think a guy that actually would probably be really good for Travis Hunter is Mike Vrabel, because back when he was with the Pats and they had Troy Brown, remember how Troy was playing both ways? Like,
yeah, they see, and schematically, like, you could see him like going to the Patriots, because Vrabel played both. Vrabel caught numerous touchdowns out of the backfield,
But I just thought the whole Troy Brown with him, you know, basically being a wideout, and they ran out DBs and they put him over there, and he did it pretty well, you know, for a guy that's not nearly as talented as Travis Hunter. Yeah. Would you start him off at DB and then put in the wide receiver packages, or which side would you put him on?
I don't know. You know, the scouts and the coaches would have better insight in how well he keeps up with the other players on the how does he practice?
Yeah.
You know, because it's different in college. Like, Travis is going to see 6'6" receivers that he's got to cover that are going to be just as fast, if not as faster than him.
Yeah.
And techniques that these receivers have that have already gone through 2-3 years in the NFL. Like, there's going to be a learning curve for Travis. I mean, he's going to have some bad games. He's going to get burned. He's going to get smoked.
I think that he can spend the first couple of years maybe trying to play both and then just learning. Or do you think he has to just go right in and play wide receiver the whole time?
Honestly, I think he's such a natural at DB. I feel like you put him on the defensive side of the ball, and once he gets comfortable with that, then you start just, hey, what plays, just kind of pull out, just pull out some plays and just give him time. Just like if you're 10 games into the season, let's put him in with just a couple here and there, just see how he does. Because
the scary thing with Travis is, because I've been watching him since Jackson State, right? Because my buddy's son was quarterback in Southern, right, Texas. His name is Andrew Body. He's playing for Alabama State now. Travis is a guy that won't tell you that he's tired, and you put him at DB and he's tired and he gets burned, could cost you a football game.
Shout out to Heroes Reborn, who just dropped a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. Good shit. We got something special coming up shortly, but we're just kind of wasting a little time until that moment. But
why, we got a drama?
We got the Yeezy Con report coming up, man.
Oh yeah, man. He was texting me on some books that he picked up. That motherfucker, man, picked up a Campbell, got it graded, and piece of shit.
He got a lot.
C2E2. Ooh, C2E2 is hot.
Bro,
this fucking
hey
month.
Nate, I pulled a Nate yesterday, dude. I went out and got some fucking. Mark Spears texted me. He goes, "Dude, you spent some money," and I go, "Bro, like, thanks a lot, bro." Drawing that character, dude. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, the guy that you guys talked about on Wednesday, like, is it Mr. Nobody or
no? It's
the unholy one.
The unholy one.
That price? Did you see those books?
Yeah, I paid it.
Oh my god!
I paid $600 for the fucking 10. One of 10.
I mean, they look incredible.
It's only 10. There better not be 11, Mark. I better not see 11. I'll fucking smash it over your head, dude, in San Diego, bro. Hey, I just found another one.
Hey, listen. Here's something very interesting. I hear that we might need a checklist of all the Spears print run. I think that might be something. Yeah. So,
Joe, do you remember the comic shop I took you to when you were here with the cards? They actually have started their own Mark Spears section. He's the only artist I've ever seen in all the years I've been going there that has his own section.
Hey, man, fucking Nate took me to this comic shop, dude. It was so fucking bougie and card shop. I was like, so you sit down and open packs here? Yeah, man, it's all chill. And you just open packs, dude. Like,
by the way,
I was like, man, I can't handle this, dude. It's too calm in here, dude. Like nobody's talking shit, and it's just like, no, man, just open packs. Nice and quiet. And I go,
do you know me? Easy on.
I'm not used to this, dude.
Joe, that should be your alter ego. The unholy one.
I'm going to get him to fucking do a Mark Smears.
Smears.
The smear. Like, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but it's going to be a fucking thing. I'm telling you, a one of one. He's going to fucking smear it and put his fucking DNA on it, dude.
I think he signs it like, who was the guy, Stephen McGee, who's autographed your Cowboys football?
Oh, man, he fucked up my football, dude. Fuck that dude.
Hey, can we talk about this? How fucking funny this shit was, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's my boy Steve, man, at the comic shop.
Listen to this, you guys. We only got a minute or so.
But it's a good thing my local comic shop does.
Hold on here, guys. It's fucking up. Fucking producer. Jesus Christ, man.
Man, dude.
Get this right.
Yeah. Comic shop. I can't get down because I got my dog, but it's a good thing my local comic shop does curbside. Back in Long Box. Right here, Most Wanted Comics. Hopefully they know I'm here. Hopefully I don't have to call them. Look at that. Hey, bro. Hey, got a Long Box. That's curbside, bro. What's up, Steve?
What's up, man? Look, I got your Long Box.
Here, look. That's how easy it is.
Joe,
look,
right,
Most Wanted Comics, curbside.
Put it in the back.
Just put it in the back, please, sir. Bro.
Everyone, how's it going? It's been forever since I've been on Whatnot, but let's get a giveaway going on because we have a bunch of these.
We have a live Yeezy report. Breaking news. I need a little breaking news thing that goes breaking news.
Yeah, let's just skip over my video.
Fucking A, bro. We're live with Yeezy for C2E2.
So we got a giveaway going on. We're gonna give away one of these Planet Death comics. I'm not gonna open the pack now, so I'll do that whenever. What's up, Wanted Comics?
Look at
the
that.
greatest eBay live seller ever.
Planet Death variants to give away.
Yep, I'm having fun at C2E2. Dinesh hooked it up, gave me a giant pack to give away. So figure why not?
I'm in the giveaway.
Get some
giveaway. I'd start selling them, dude.
Look at this guy, best player. But dude, I wasn't even prepared to sell.
Here you
go.
You
can see my camera's all shaking. Like I'm holding my phone right now. Just like in my hotel while my brother's watching
show Yeezy some love.
YouTube. Hey, what's going on, Dave? How are you? I'm having fun in Chicago at C2E2. So while we have this giveaway going on, I'll just show off some stuff. and then I'll run some books in a little bit. Dude, check out this OA I picked up from Ginny Prison.
Ooh.
Yep. So I'm pretty stoked on that.
Fucking
Do y'all want to see like one of the books I got back from on-site grading? All right. I'll try to leave my phone up so it's at the Planet Death. Wait, let's see. All right. So
This is crazy.
I will go get one of the books I got back. This was pretty cool.
He did on-site grading.
Did some on-site grading. Brought some J. Scott Campbell books because I knew Joe would like that a lot, right? Check out this. Theory of Magic, number 7, 9.9. 9.9. So that is crazy. Some J. Scott Campbell. 9.9 action. Like, what? I don't even know what to do with a 9.9. I think it's my first CGC 9.9.
Fucking asshole.
Isn't that crazy? You claim all JSC. Well, check out this other JSC I got. So, second print.
Oh, yeah.
1 in 25. What's up, Brian? Oh, I guess you guys are live on the Modern Comic Mayhem Beyond Wednesdays. Second print, 1 in 25. I hit a 9.8 on that. Troll Comics, definitely nice meeting you in person too as well. So, let's roll. Yeah, so we got 2 minutes for this giveaway left. So we'll give this away. See, that's why I was asking for the booth number. Give us a con rundown. So I really like C2E2. Tons of artists in Artist Alley. Everything's laid out super nice, but there's plenty of space to you don't feel super cramped everywhere. Great food everywhere. City's really cool. I've been having a blast here. So I definitely do like C2E2. It's one of the top cons I've been to. Great looking books in the back issue bins, just everywhere. So I've ran into some people from Discords and random chat groups and all that. They've been finding some crazy books where you're oh, I didn't even know that exists, and they were finding them in $3 or $5 bins. So that was pretty cool about that. Tons of people. So yeah. The JTC line for the John Tyler Christopher, that line was 2 hours. He even stopped doing autographs today, and it still took an hour and a half or so. All right, looks like we got a few more minutes on this giveaway.
It's pretty crazy, man.
Have you had an old style beer yet? I've had old style beer before, anyways.
Good for him.
I should probably go grab one after this.
Pretty dope.
I'm gonna do this one-night show because I don't have that many books. And then I'll go grab a beer.
Joe, I just let you know, I went ahead and claimed all the Campbells, and I specifically said everything before you claimed it.
But they did.
So this is for you, pal.
You're gonna get when you're standing in
line. I want to see the variants that he got. Oh, he's selling some of them. Look at that. He's selling one of these.
Oh, that one's awesome.
I would guess it's a typical JTC
So this is what he's got that he's selling. So he's got a Absolute Finch.
Would be my guess.
Another Absolute Finch. He's got the Mary Jane from the JTC.
I don't have them. I don't have many books.
He's got a Simmons. Looks like a Simmons. Oh, he's got the
G.I. Joes.
Yeah, he's got the G.I. Joes.
I don't have any of the comics.
He's got the fucking monsters.
Power won the Planet Death.
He's gonna make a killing.
I will get
That's
that
a great
shipped out
book
to you on
right
Monday.
there.
But yeah,
what is that? The Seasons?
That's the Seasons that Rick Remender, Paul Ezekidis.
I really like Rick Remender. I mean, Seventh to Eternity was still one of my favorites.
Bro, Grommets number 7 is on F.O.C. this week, you guys.
Was a David Finch cover.
Forget about that.
So it's just gonna be books from C2E2. And yep, so I have 2 copies of this, and we'll do. We'll start this up. We'll start about a little lower price. We'll do $10. Why not? David
so,
Finch
anyways,
cover,
let's see what else he's got.
Batman number 7. So I
And
ran
the Turtles
into
variant, it
to
looks like.
Webster's Vault,
So
Joe.
there you go.
So we have the
We'll
absolute
keep
Batman
an
number
eye in
7.
on all
This
of
is
his
just a
goodies.
trade
What else?
copy.
Is there anything else?
I
What's this?
put it in a fresh bag and board
Another
for you.
Department
They're
of
probably
Truth.
bad for me selling at this price, but yep.
Mia Jovovich
Keep it
cover.
going. Thank you,
Oh, it's got an
Selden.
eyeball in it. That's kind of cool. Look at that eyeball.
For your first time purchase,
that's
I
Greg
feel like
Horn.
that's a lie.
Yeah, that's Greg Horn.
All right. Let's do a
All
foil
right.
one now.
Good luck.
We'll run a
Ye-
foil.
Enjoy your
Boom.
night, brother.
Start it up at
Go show him some love. We'll check in on him every once in a while. Back to Joe's craziness. This is great. I love how you
Joe?
talk shit. Joe's such a shit talker, bro. Listen to him. He's
Really?
so
I've
funny.
never noticed.
Put
Right.
it in the back.
Just put it in the back, please, sir. Bro, look at that.
Be right back. Be right back, okay?
Yeah, I don't have to get Hey, look. Bro. That's curbside service, bro. Hey, hurry up with
I like
the
the
car.
dog checking it out.
That's the only drawback. He should have like a square or something, bro. What do you think? Oh, good man. You need a square, dude. It's just like tap.
Oh, you know what? I had it on my phone. I didn't
Oh,
think about
okay, man.
it. Hey, there you go.
I'll
Nice
be by
comics
later,
and
dude.
unbox.
Appreciate you, Steve.
Sir.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Most Wanted Comics, Corpus Christi, Texas. That was pretty dope, dude. That was
Bro,
a good...
look at this, dude. Like, he got lucky that he got this property, dude. And it's right next to elementary, so all the kids, the parents bring them to buy comics and stuff like that after
Yeah,
they
that
get out
is
of
a
school.
perfect spot. Holy shit.
So
Yeah.
when I like at 4 o'clock, 5, it's loaded with kids and shit like that. So I'm just saying, like, you know, the right place, you know, you can still influence,
Big time.
right?
Big
Give the
time.
kids the monster books. Here, get this monster book. Ah! Monsters.
So what's in the long box that you got?
It's just an empty box, dude. Like I've been like trying to reorganize my comics, dude.
You gonna put your mother-in-law in there?
Shit,
There
I
in the
wish I
back?
could, Nate. Fucking bitch. Hey, check this out. I'm on the hunt for this Mark Spears card, dude. This has got to be the greatest card, bro.
Are these the ones that Brian and John have, like the unopened boxes?
Nah, man. I got unopened boxes of monsters that
Okay.
Mark sent me. But I don't know if you could pull this. I just sent it to Brian.
All right, hold on. Let me see this. Where'd you send it?
To the chat?
Okay. To which chat?
I'd say I don't see it. The Beyond Wednesdays chat?
Oh, wait. Let me see.
Get it right or pay the price, bro. Oh. Hold on.
Okay. It's coming in hot.
All right, I see it.
There it is, dude. Look at that fucker, bro. That's Mark Spears. Look at that. I told you he was the devil, bro. Look at that, dude. He's fucking evil, dude. Look, he was drawing monsters way back then, dude. I told you.
Troublemaker.
Bro, check the top of his head, dude. Check the top of Mark's head, dude. It has 666 on it, bro.
Look at that grin on his face. He's like,
I
gotcha.
told you Mark was the devil. I'm drawing monsters.
It should be out of
day.
666 instead of 199.
All day, dude. Remember that kid from Superbad that all he drew was dicks, dude? Fucking Mark was drawing monsters, bro. He's been drawing monsters since he was a little kid, dude. They sent me to the doctor. I couldn't stop drawing Dracula. I was Bro, this is my boy, dude. Mark Spears is beast, dude. Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
That's the origin story right there.
I wonder if he still has that, bro. If he still
still has that, sign that, dude. That's my first monsters. Bro, is that not epic? What? Dude, I'm
Where
on
did
the
you
hunt
get
for
that
this
card?
card, dude. I'm on
Oh,
the
no.
hunt.
Oh, you don't. I thought that was yours. Okay. Trying to find it.
Bro,
Got
I'm
it.
on the hunt for this card, dude. Anybody have this card? Let me know, dude.
Oh my god,
Wow.
bro.
You get a kick out of that, Brian.
Yeah, that's so good. I'd never seen that, dude. That
Dude,
is
get
so
Mark
good.
on here, dude. Where's Mark at, dude? He's got to tell us about this shit, dude.
Yeah, bro. That's funny, bro.
I knew it,
Is he in
dude.
Chicago?
Is he in Chicago?
No.
No.
He's getting
When
ready
is
for
the
Huntsville.
Huntsville? The Huntsville thing is
Next weekend,
right?
I think. Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
think it's next weekend.
Dude, I try and do a Google search for this pic, dude. It pulls up all these other white kids, dude.
There are probably a lot of white kids named Mark.
Yeah. He fits right
Especially-
into, but you see how red his face was, like the devil.
Oh, right
bro?
there. He's like,
Bro, I
the
told
devil.
you, dude, the evil one, dude.
He's got
Bro.
You know what would
Bro,
be
he's
really
got to
cool
do a
if he actually
comic
did
with
like a
that, dude,
cover
with that little
of,
boy,
like,
dude.
Do you guys remember the Ozzy album with Shot in the Dark? God, I'm trying to remember, but like if he drew like one of those album covers, oh man, like I remember
Bro,
that one vividly.
Do you know what was the most terrifying thing to me as like a 5-year-old kid? I was going through my uncle's album or my dad's, or it was my dad's or my uncle's album covers, right?
Ronnie James Dio?
No.
Or
And I'm going through them and I find this cover, specifically this image.
that's creepy.
Black
I mean-
Sabbath, baby.
Oh,
Scared the fucking piss out of me as a little kid.
They had some great ones. God.
Look at that cover, bro. This cover is so fucking scary, dude. What the hell is that shit? I don't want that. Get out of there. Such a good cover. Look at that. I remember seeing that as a kid and being like, what the fuck is this? Yeah.
I sent
But-
Mark the link, dude. Let's see if he jumps on, dude.
But then I turned like 13 and probably listened to it a couple of times, and I was like, "This is fucking badass, dude." I remember the first time I heard Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath too. I was like, "Holy shit, what is this?" Anyways, that's good shit, Hood. I love it, bro. We'll find out more eventually. All right. Let's we got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, man. We've got
Andor next week, bro.
Andor next week, dude.
Or the week after next, after like in 10 days.
Is it a Tuesday thing? Kind of like because Daredevil will end and then Andor comes on? Because
they're dropping 3 episodes
each week.
Of Andor, the first one. 3 episodes.
Yeah, but
Hey,
each
there he
time they're
is!
doing 3 each week because the 3 is kind of like a shortened season, and they're
Hey,
doing
bro,
that each
the
week.
devil is here, bro.
Mark, you got to tell us about this,
The
bro.
devil, man.
Bro, I want that monsters cover, bro.
Well, I would have to tell you that monsters cover right there doesn't exist anymore. That one went. There is some other artwork stuff from the old days, but no,
bro.
That card would be a great exclusive, like as a comic cover.
Bro, how iconic is that, dude? Like, you're blowing up with the monsters, and bro, you've got receipts that monsters have been your favorite, dude. That is fucking crazy, dude.
I have a lot of my artwork from when I was little is gone, but I do have some. I know I found my high school notebook the other day where I had pictures on it, like Mark Man, the superhero, and I got I have to go see my mom and dad. They have a lot of stuff like that, right? So they might have some stuff, but yeah, I would like to. We was talking the other day about doing an art book of everything, like from the beginning, when I was a kid till now. We might try to go through some of that old stuff. So
That's awesome,
Man,
dude.
I'm on the hunt for this card, Mark. This I gotta have, bro.
you don't have that one yet,
Dude, I will have that card, dude.
I will have to look. I don't know.
Man.
Only 199 were made. I probably have one somewhere, but I don't know.
Hey, let me have it, dude. Name your price.
If I can find it, I'll let you know. I haven't seen it in a while. I know that they were in there. I remember signing a bunch of them, but I don't know.
Bro, I was on the hunt, dude. I got some Unholy One cards to go with my comics that I bought yesterday, dude. Bro, what a lot of people don't know, Mark made this character from scratch, Brian. So, like, you never know. Like,
well, we gotta talk about a couple of things that happened that was pretty crazy. The sales that happened over C2E2 is pretty nuts right now. There was multiple variants that you had, Mark, but which of course were are going to be on all the hot lists. But the crazy thing to me was these sales. You had a $1,500 sale, you had a $1,300 sale. That's pretty fucking crazy, man. That's pretty crazy.
It is, dude. It was really weird because I was looking. I have some eBay auctions, that we do about 15 a week, and I was looking. I got one going off in I don't know, about 5-6 hours from now, and it's a slab 9.8. I don't know, like a Monsters 2 exclusive or something that somebody had done and signed and everything, and it was at $57, and I'm like, man, that's at $57 of these other. But I was because I was telling my son, because he does the eBay stuff with me, and I said, well, but soon we'll be having all those new ones, right? All the new stuff will be what we drop. So
we got to talk about that because that's a big deal right now. I think one of the biggest books on F.O.C. this week is the Monsters stuff. Let me go find that because this is crazy. Where is it?
Oh yeah, the new ones.
I kid you not, though, because of those books at C2E2, and that has made like comic news everywhere, I guess, about those the Davis Rider Comic Tom ones, and even the Red Witch one, right? All those. I woke up today for about 35 messages in my request on Instagram. Hey, I want an exclusive. I want an exclusive. I want an exclusive. I want an exclusive. all through it, right? And I'm like, so.
Yeah, this is crazy. Hold on, let me find this right here. I'm a little sessioned out.
Alphabetical.
Yeah, I'm a little sessioned out. Okay. It's the cannabis was heavy tonight.
I'll tell you what, that card with your picture holding up that Monsters, that would be a badass fucking exclusive. Like a photo variant.
Yeah,
I'm calling it right now. Brian, we ought to try and do a photo variant, bro, with Mark Smith, the OG Monsters cover, bro.
Well,
I'm just saying it.
This here is gonna be a big freaking deal.
Oh yeah, that one, hell yeah.
So this is on F.O.C.
That comes with a card, dude.
Well, check this out.
Yeah, the 4 cards, you can see them on Instagram, I think. I've got the fronts of the cards.
Yeah.
And they're all going to be legacy numbered to where, whatever the print run is of each card. So say there are 2,000 of each card, there'll be one of 2,000, 2 of 2,000, all that inside the bag. They'll have that distressed look to them. And I don't know if we're doing the retro backs where they're like the old ones, like I like to do that, but I got to make sure. I haven't talked to the printers yet if we're doing that or not. But yeah, I can't wait. I think that's going to be huge. A lot of people are talking about it. I wish we would have let the word got out weeks ago, but I was busy. But so retailers and customers know, because a lot of them thought, oh, it's going to come with one card polybag. No, there's 4 different ones you could get. So you might want to get a couple so you can try to pull the right card that you get inside. So
Yeah, this is gonna be
Oh.
crazy.
See, I remember y'all talked about this on like a Wednesday show like a couple weeks ago, because I remember telling my comic book shop about that to make sure that I was like, I don't think they knew about the cards, because when I remember I
Yeah,
told
no one-
Chaz,
yeah,
he didn't know.
It was
Yeah.
advertised in Lunar, Diamond, and all those places as just a card. It just says
Mhm.
you get a card inside a polybag. Didn't say how many, what it was, or anything. So, but hopefully, I can make up for it this weekend. And I think Lunar knows now, and they sent out an email to everybody letting them know about the 4 cards and showed it to them. So
Here's the question though that we're always getting asked, Mark. Is it a clear poly bag so you can see the card?
I believe so. I don't think because Keenspot had said it has to be clear for the UPC code. We put our UPC code on the back.
Yes, there we go.
There you
Hell
go.
yes, man. Winner,
So,
winner.
The reason, and we want that where you might want to leave the card in there and and never open it, right? So that's the
Clear
reason.
backing board that thing.
Yeah. So it is going to be clear because they were saying that they didn't want to have to print UPC code on the bag. So I know it's going to be clear on at least on the back. I would imagine the front too, right? There's really no
Just
reason
like X-Force 1.
Yeah. So that's kind of neat. I kind of wish I'd have done a homage to X-Force 1 and did that, just did it with that. But if this does well, if people like it, we might do it again on something like that.
Bro, it's gonna do well, dude.
Yeah,
Get out of here,
that's a
dude.
given.
Get out of here, bro. I
Hey,
hate
Mark.
that.
Mark, have you talked to Rob about this yet? Have you showed Rob this? Have you sent Rob?
I hadn't showed him the cards. He knew about the issue. He had that was like the second thing he ever said to me was he loved that cover. And I was scared to death because when he talked to me, I was like, oh man, once he sees that I've homaged all these things, he's probably gonna be like, man, you really like homages, don't you? Or something. But when I do an homage, I mean it with the sincerest flattery. That means you really captured something in me, to where I loved it so much. And I try not to just rip it off or anything. I try to make it my own a little bit to where it's, got a little different flair to it, but as a wink and a nod to like, hey, but these guys, who came before made it. I'm sitting there putting my characters and my spin on it, basically. But I have a lot of it, which a lot of people asked that when I did the Kickstarter. They said, "Man, you got a lot of New Mutants homages," and I said, because those are Rob's. I loved all those Rob covers. I could have done, heck, what was it? He did about 13 or more covers over there. I could have done all of them. Every one of his covers.
87 to 100, you're right.
83 to 100? Wasn't that first one he did?
I always think of Cable. I don't know why. I always think like 87.
But it was like 2 issues before Cable, right?
Before that, right?
Yeah.
I love that one where Cable and Wolverine are on the cover, right, fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one.
Yep.
I love the one where it's Cable and Blob's behind him. I'm honestly, I could go and homage every one of those New Mutant covers, and it would be a thrill just because they're so good. But homages, and they're tough because you have to figure out what characters make sense in those positions and those spots, and you can do it just to make it. I don't like to make an homage unless I look at it and I go, oh yeah, I got it. I know how that would work.
Yeah, I love how Dracula's standing in this too.
Hell yeah, dude! He looks like the Emperor Palpatine, dude. With the hands,
that's the feel I was going. Is like he's kind of almost floating, right?
Yeah.
Because Rob's original, that was Gideon, I think, right? Who was taller than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, well, I'll do that. I can have the detectives like they're just standing there, looking around, and then I'll throw the kids and the werewolf in the background. So it kind of goes with the story. If you've read 5, which some people have because of the Kickstarter, it all went together. So it was just a great coincidence that everything came together like it did. But I can't wait for that one. And then, dude, if you click to the right, we got that. That was a big Kickstarter cover for that issue, where it's because that's what's happening. It's not a like, hey, this is a dream scenario. No, in that issue, it's Monster Slayer and the werewolf going
That's
at it.
sick. Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you've got
making the covers matter again.
Yes, I really want to do that. That's one of my goals. And then you've got the next one, I believe, is This is the Return of the Bride. This is the first Bride cover for retail, just regular retail, that's been out since the original one, right? And this is her new haircut. And I had talked about that back since, like, I think December. I said, man, I'm giving her a haircut. I couldn't stand having to do all the hair. And I was like,
that's badass, bro.
Being in the 80s, having a punk hairstyle like that will just be great. Igor cuts her hair. I'll spoil it for everybody. And I can't wait.
Bro, that's badass.
Yeah. And then if you click another one, then I have another homage that I pulled out, which is the lizard, what is it, 313, I think, of Amazing Spider-Man.
313.
So
great.
And then
cover.
there's also another cover. That was cover A, B, C, and D. There was an E, but E's not offered. I don't have it on there. E's not offered on Lunar. It's only on Diamond. So I don't know how that logistics of that is going to work. I don't know if that one will be short ordered, if how we'll do that one. But
there you go.
Yeah, that's E.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Mama.
Dragon Girl.
I thought that was Jennifer Gardner with like a snake tattoo at first.
Man.
Hey, Mark, on the Monsters one on the Ashcan, do you know how many of those were printed?
Yes. Let's see. I got that made in 2023. I ordered man, I don't want to I want to say I got 200, but it could have been 50. Hold on, let me think. I think it was 200. Wasn't more than that. But the problem was a lot of them got destroyed because I set them in my garage thinking nobody wants these.
Hold on, so
here's how that scenario went. I bought them.
You let me know when you have a yard sale or a garage sale. Huh?
I bought them for the 2023 Huntsville Expo. We tried to sell these at like $5. That wasn't working. Then we did $2. Then we did free. I gave away as many as I could free, like maybe about 30, and just no one wanted them. So they sat in my garage. I have myself, because I went and looked, I have about, I found like maybe 10, and I sent some of those to CGC and came back as water damaged, it said, and stuff. What? So like right now there's one on eBay that's an 8.0 that's mine, that'll sell in later tonight. But they're rare. I don't know. I did find some of those. Brian's asked before. At that same time came out the Monsters 2023 art book, Mark Spears art book. I found some of those. The spine on all those, because they just sat in a box. Right, we're not even talking comic box. They were sitting in the box like just a regular brown box. The spine started curling up on them. So I don't know how many of those are in good condition.
Hood, red, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Hood might be able to fix those up for me. Yep. But the other ones, I don't know. I've been looking because people keep asking me about the Ashcan. I don't know if I can find any more. My wife said she thought there was some in the garage, like in a UP United States Post Office box or something, just where I just threw them in there. But I don't know. I haven't physically seen any yet. I do want to say there were about 200, because I thought, we'll we could move this many if we give them away or something like that. But yeah, it got to where no one even wanted them for free. So it's times have changed, man. It's weird.
Mark, I used to live in Birmingham before I moved here. If I would have known that, I just would have driven straight up and just.
Oh man, I wish you would have, dude. Yeah, Birmingham's only about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's not.
Speaking of that, you got Huntsville Con coming up. Next weekend?
It's the 25th, so I got about 12 days. I got about 13 days. It'll be 2 weeks from, or it's already 2 weeks from. So it'll be 1 week from this Thursday, I think. And that's dude,
send me the books with water damage, dude. I'll fix them for you, bro.
If you think you can do something with them, yeah, I'll do that.
Come on.
It didn't look that bad water damage to me.
Like the way you do monsters is the way I press books, bro.
Oh, that sounds great.
Right?
No disagreeing here.
Hey, you see blue green artifacts, dude. I got them some 9/9s, dude.
Wow. I would love to get me a number one of monsters a 10. I want one so bad. I found one. One guy was selling it on eBay, and I got outbid on it. I wish I'd have bid more.
Hey, I get you a 10. You smear about 3 books.
I will smear whatever you want me to smear on these books as much as you want.
I'm gonna make that a thing, dude.
It's gonna be a
I'm
new.
telling
it's gonna
you,
be a
I'm
new,
a genius, dude.
What do they call that? Like Liefeld's chisel autograph. It's gonna be the Mark smeared.
There you go. See, now somebody fully appreciates what I'm trying to do here, bro.
Yes.
So, hey,
the chisel.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
The smear spears, bro.
The smear spears.
Ooh. Put your DNA on it, like cut your finger.
Cut my finger, put blood on every one of them.
It's a monster's book.
Hey, they have to call an ambulance, dude, because he's lost so much blood and shit.
Man, the police will be coming saying like, your DNA was at this crime scene. We don't know how they got it. Well, I smeared on a bunch of books. You know?
No.
So what do you what are you hearing, man? Are you hearing?
I'm hearing that we probably are underestimating how big it's going to be because we are it's I'm hoping we're prepared because I'm hearing people are coming from all over. Retailers are coming in from everywhere, and my number one priority, and I wrote some retailers down. I said, look, number one is the line, the fans, right? That's who I'm there for. That's who I'm going to be, help them get the exclusive, help them get an autograph, whatever they need. If they just want to come up there and talk to me, that's great. Whatever we, do on that. But then the second priority would be if someone paid to get they wanted a book CGC, right? Through one of those facilitators. That's my next priority. I want to make sure they got that book signed and it's to the right hands to get it CGC'd. Then it's the other people that, like retailers who saying, hey, can you sign these? But honestly, yes, I've had 2 different groups, I think, reach out about bringing about 1,000 books each. And I said, guys, I physically can't do that. I don't want to look, I'm going to be at a con all day. I don't want to really stay after the con. I got some commitments after the con already to meet people and stuff. I don't want to be there for 5 or 6 hours signing books,
Yeah, dude.
So,
that's where you find out who your friends are, Mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your friends are, hey man, you do you. Hey, we'll catch up at another time. We'll go eat dinner or something like that. That's how you find out who your friends are.
Well, something
when they
else
start bringing fucking truckloads of books. Hey, motherfucker, sign these, dude. But yeah, dude, you do you, Mark, and just take it all in, dude. You've earned it, man.
I don't want to consider that work. I want to consider it an enjoyment of a celebration of all the hard work I've done over the last year. And we're going to be dropping exclusives. No one really, I think y'all might have seen some already, but no one has seen them, right? I haven't posted them anywhere. I'm getting little menus printed up, right? So I can have them at my booth. So I won't even have the exclusives out there for people to touch. You go, I want A, B, D, and an E. And then we pull them out, right? We have them there for you like that. So we're trying to make a quick, easy way to do these things. But I will be posting that later this week. We've got, here, I'll just look at it on monsters alone. Let me pull it up. Let me zoom out.
I feel like Mark's banner for the show should just be the Hot 10. And just literally just be all his covers and just be like, just point to what you want. And they're probably like, I just want the bundle. Just give me all.
So I don't know if you saw the Hot 10 last night, Nate.
Yeah,
but there was people talking shit. Oh wow, Mark will be this will be over in a few months. This will calm down.
Sure.
Like that's what they said a year ago. that in a week.
I'm sure they would have said the same thing about McFarlane.
Well,
too,
it
back in
was,
the day.
it was, I remember, I stopped watching a lot of those shows, but it would make me laugh at first about, it's the Halloween season. That's why his books are doing so well. Once Halloween's over, these books are gonna, and they would
wait till Halloween comes again.
Yeah. There would be these books, like shows that would say, should you buy it or should you not? And I remember when number 1 came out and they said, no, it's not a buy because this is just people are just going crazy because it's Halloween. This will not be worth nothing in a couple of months.
I'm calling it right now. Motherfucker, you need to make trick-or-treat bags, bro. Monster trick-or-treat bags. You ain't even got to pay me, Mark. God damn it, dude. Bro, the shit just comes to me, dude. Trick-or-treat monster bags, dude. Send them to the LCA, you know.
Hey,
bro.
hey, Mark, can you do Joe's mother-in-law as a monster?
Hey, bro.
I mean, that would be perfect, right? Like, Joe, who do you want her to be?
Dude, I need that zipper shit on her head, bro. Fuck that bitch.
Bro, that is one of the scariest parts of the bride for me. That is like a nightmare for me. That stitching. Oh my God, dude. Ugh. Fucking gross. Anyways, I do have one thing I want to talk about. So, you know, I've seen a lot of people talking about autographs and stuff. And, you know, a lot of your fans are going to be showing up at the con to get stuff signed too. How are you going to be dealing with signatures and pricing and stuff like that?
So what, as of right now, we could change this to help along the system. We find a better system or something. But what we're going to do is probably limit people 10 items in line. It depends. Now, if the line is not big, there's no reason to limit like that. But if you come up with a short box, then that might be something that we have to arrange later or something. But I was going to limit 10, then just get back in line, right? Because that means we're keeping the line flowing good. I am charging for my signature this year. It's $20 for the basic. That's just my last name. If you want the full name, it will be $30. If you want it graded, it's $45. Smeared? If you want it smeared, I might have to add that as the Red Hood smear and put that out there. I did that. We were going to not do any markers, right? The as in colored paint markers, because of the drying time, right? We was worried about that. But we're looking at it. What if we could offer that as like, you know, maybe limit 3 per customer to where here's the problem. Here's why we used to do this. And this is why we come up with this system is they would hand something to my wife, Melissa. She would unbag and board it, hand it to me, and I'd sign it. Well, she's sitting there having to get that paint dry, right? Before she can put it back in the bag and board. Well, now we've run out of room to sign anything else because, you know, the table's full of stuff.
Take your heat gun, bro.
We thought about bringing those portable fans, stuff like that. So we might offer painted signatures because, dude, I love the pink. Looks great on some of those things.
Yeah,
I love the white
like to match
on some of them.
Yeah, match colors and make it pop.
Yeah, I love doing that stuff. So we might, as of right now, we were looking at, just Sharpie and maybe like a silver or gold for the ones that are black covered, you know, where it wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
But we might do paint markers. I don't know if it'll be the same price or if we limit because of the, just having to put that back in the bag and people are standing around, don't know what to do with their book because now it's got paint on it.
Well, let's talk about that because that's important really quick. As a matter of fact, I saw Big Leg had made a video showing people how to get stuff ready for signatures. And at this point, I might ask, people, hey, just have your stuff, out of the bag and board. Yeah, or in a window bag for me, before you hand it to us. That way, we don't have to worry about messing up your book,
Well, we're adopting this system. I saw Clayton Crane do it at MegaCon on video. He probably does it everywhere else too. But it's a system where you'll come up in a line, and it's almost like you're at a lunchroom table, like in school. You're going down the bar. you're getting your books out. So there's someone behind the counter say, how many books you got? If he goes, I got 6, you are responsible as a customer to unbag and board them 6, get them all laid out. And we're going to have something for you to put those on and slide them down. Right. So it's just goes so quick. You slide them down. They're right to me. Boom, boom, boom. I've signed them. So if you had, 10, it wouldn't take that long. What takes so long is, hey, I want you to sign these 10 books, and then they're unbagging them and boarding them. Then they got to bag and board them back up and all that stuff. So we're doing this new system like that I saw, and I was like, hey, that's the way to do it if you got enough space. So we're looking, I'm going to try to get something that we can like slide down on. If I can't get those, though, we'll just move the books down with your hand. Because again, we don't want to be responsible for hurting your book. I know, some of them are very valuable. So basically that way I'm not actually physically touching the book until I sign it, with my pen. I don't even, touch it. So that way they're responsible for that. So I think that might be the best way to do it.
Yeah. Totally.
What
about fans that like only have 1 or 2 books that they're having signed?
Again, same thing. Just you'd come up there and say, "Hey, I got these 2." You would unbag and board those. You'd go right over there. But also, like you might say, "Hey, and I want his exclusive number A. Give me that one." I'm making little menus with all letters on them, so they're easy to pick out. And then you would say, "Okay, and you want that signed?" And if they go, "Yeah," but we throw that out there, and charge you right then and move you on down. So we're trying to make it. I'm sure there'll be some kinks in the system, but by Saturday, hopefully we'll have everything running smooth. But I think it will work out pretty good. We're going to have, just to let you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books you've never seen before of monsters released that day at the expo. Some of them, only 50 were made. So that's going to be tough too. Like the most a bunch of them, only 100 are made, and I think 2 of them there's 200 made. So it's going to be very
a real con exclusive, bro. That's what you're doing.
You're getting Joe riled up now.
It's a real con exclusive. I don't think I'm going to sell these after the con because again, I don't think it's fair if someone travels all that way. Gets that's traveling money. Then they have to get a hotel or whatever. Then they have to pay the con entrance to go in there and buy a book. And then the very next day they could actually, I got it. Oh, it's on my website for the same price. No, I ain't doing that. We're going to make it. It's a con exclusive. You had to go to that con to get it. That's what so I got these very rare. I think I'll sell out before the end of the con. I'm sure that for the people who aren't going, I'm sure they'll be on eBay Friday night. Believe me, somebody will be putting them on there trying to sell them so you can get one then. But I think it's a cool thing where, I'm going to try to limit them Friday and Saturday because I don't know how many people will show up Sunday, but I'm going to try to limit half on Friday, half on Saturday to where you might only be coming Saturday. I don't want them sold out for you. Right.
Smart, Mark. Hell yeah, bro. That's
hey,
awesome.
Dude, how big is the Von Braun Center?
Limit 1 per person too. That's very smart.
Yeah,
good
limit 1 per person.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you.
How big is the Von Braun Center in Huntsville?
It's a pretty big place. We've had it there last 2 years. I was there. It was around 22,000 to 24,000 people were there. This year, the owner of it got them to give us another whole wing of it, like double the size of it, and he's expecting maybe close to 30,000.
It's a good thing you got Big Leg there with you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. My wife was asking earlier because we were talking about the logistics of this. How do we do this? How do we do that? And she said, "Well, just go ask some people how they do it." And I said, I don't really know how to tell you this. I said, I'm going to say this as humbly as I can. There's no one like me right now that I can ask what that experience would be like.
Yeah,
Elvis,
you've never done a con like this.
You could ask Michael Jackson.
I mean, I could.
You're all dead, bro.
All the image guys went through huge things, right? But they were selling millions of copies. We're talking about that's. But I did show her like Peach at like New York Comic Con. I showed her a video of that, and she said, "That's insane, the line, right?" And I said, "Now that ain't going to be in Huntsville because this is New York Comic Con." But I said, you can understand though, there's going to be a line, and there's going to be people wanting these books, and they're, they might get back in line and get through the line, get back in it again. I said, I don't know, but
Mark, are you just curious? Are you an Alabama or Auburn fan?
I'm an Alabama fan.
Because to me, like right now, it's the like you and the Comic Con's equivalent of Nick Saban signing at like a spring game.
Man, that's wow. That would.
And I'm a Tennessee fan, so it's very painful for me to say, but it's true. That's the demand.
Billy, how's it going, brother?
People want you.
Hey, Billy.
Hey guys.
I saw our show the other day. We was talking about F.O.C. and talking about Diamond and Lunar and the monster stuff. That was good stuff.
Your stuff still ain't out, dude. I have like 70 orders waiting on the monsters.
Oh, I was gonna email you and tell you about that number 5 because I figured you probably didn't know about them having 4 different cards inside in case some of your customers wanted to try to get the different ones. I don't know how they'll be shipped or packed or anything. I imagine, being random, it'll all be random when they send them out. So,
well, we can only get the first 4 variants cut through Lunar. I'm not ordering Diamond anymore. So,
yeah, that's what I was talking to Brian about is that 5th variant. It will probably be very short ordered if it actually is even printed. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the whole Diamond thing myself.
I'll order it, but I'm not going to pre-sell it.
And then we're going forward what we're doing because that has created a problem right now with number 5. We were only offered 4 spots, so we couldn't put our incentive. We couldn't put that 5th issue. So for number 6, we're accounting for that, and we're offering 3 variants and an incentive. So
that's smart.
Yeah. So going forward, we're accounting for, and that's how we'll do it. But for number 5, it's just the way it is right now. So, but
I'll still order them from Diamond, but I can't pre-sell them because everything comes damaged. I don't know if you saw the damage video I made.
No, I didn't see that one,
dude. It was literally all your books.
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty harsh, man. It was
the
I mean, and you've talked about that before about them sending you, way too many books in the Gemini mailer, unbagged and boarded. It was ridiculous, dude.
Well, they're all.
It's like those guys are gonna go out of business or something.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys. They suck.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, you can. I don't know for sure, but I believe some stores were contacting KeenSpot directly to order, and you might be able to get incentives number 5 that way. If you don't want to, if just for number 5 or whatever, right? If you don't want to deal with Diamond at all, you can try that and see.
I'll try. Yeah, I could try.
Let me know if you can't get a hold of them or something. Let me know, and I'll be glad to run interference there for you and get y'all connected or something because
I'll probably order it through Diamond but I can't pre-sell.
Hey Mark, real quick, you have any plans for a Carpenter's The Thing homage?
No, I had looked at that when I was trying to do those movie poster homages. That's a tough one to do because of when you redo like the guy in the the parka or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You don't want to just do the same thing they did and have the big light right there because then all you're doing is I'm drawing my interpretation of that cover. So you want to put a different character in it. So if I could come up with something there, maybe that's a tough one. I don't know.
Another
I've been
question.
looking through. Oh, go ahead.
I'll be right
quick
back.
question. Yeah, okay, Billy. Another quick question from the Mad Respect. He's asking, are you already working on the next volume of Monsters? Love the series, but ending on a cliffhanger was ? So
that's because he must have read the Kickstarter one.
Kickstarter, yep.
Yes,
Yep.
It will not skip a beat. Number 9 will come out a month. Let's see. I think number 8 will come out in December, if I'm right. Or no. Number 8 will come out in November if everything keeps going like it is. Number 9 will come out in January, and then number 10 will come out in March and all that. So no, it won't skip a beat. It won't end in the cliffhanger. That was because of the Kickstarter, and I was like, will I get to do any of these anymore? Right. So it does end with a cliffhanger. I might change up a little bit of the ending in 8 now that I know I get to do more. But I have started number 9 and 10. Then I stopped them because I was like, this was before it was released. And I was like, I don't know, am I wasting my time doing these if we're going to see print on this? So that will come out when it's supposed to, though. Yeah. And Monster and the Wolf will be coming out this October, I believe.
Hell yeah, bro. Get my T-shirt, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. We were talking about the other day that might ship early. Is that early? I can't remember what the.
Oh yeah, the release was supposed to be September because I would rather make someone go, wow, I got this so early than wow, I got this so late. So I made sure I put the date as far as like I knew I could hit that date no matter what. But right now, number 2 is being lettered by my letterer. I will have it by next week. I'll look it over and get revisions on it. Number 3 is a no words issue. So I will, I'll be looking over that through the April just to get everything perfect right for the printer. I will go to print in May. And that means I should have them back in June. We'll get our filing system done, where we bag and board everything, put like number 1A in one box, 1B in another box, all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking at maybe we ship out in July is what I'm hoping if everything goes right.
Hey, any Spawn 77 news, man?
I'm almost done with number 2. I'm about, I think I'll be done with number 2 by maybe Tuesday. And then I'll send that in and then say, are y'all ready for me to start 3? And I'll probably get the go ahead to start 3 here by next week. So, and if that keeps going like it's going, I'm hoping to be done in sometime in June with 6 issues of Spawn 77.
Good Lord. But, if that book is up and ready for San Diego,
Joe fan, and I just want to tell you, this thing is just incredible.
Oh yeah, like dude! Hell yeah, bro!
That looked better in person than it does online. I think it
does, dude.
Oh man, a big shout! So Clutch sent me the books. Actually, I think Mark should get a name like you got Big Leg, Big Clutch. Mark, after what you said to your wife, like you could be Big Deal.
I mean, big deal,
bro. Mark's the devil, bro.
So the question
we're just gonna call him Satan.
Like, what are I'm just curious. We need more G.I. Joe from you.
Me and Brian had talked about that. I mean, me and Brian are big, huge G.I. Joe fans. And we was talking about what other ones could you do? There's probably, honestly, 50 more covers I could do, Brian.
So many great characters.
And it's more out of a labor of love just because I love those characters. When Spawn 77's done, that takes a huge load of work off of me to where I might be able to start doing like one a month of G.I. Joe of those, because there's a list like Serpentor, Big Boa, a lot of Cobra guys. What's that guy's name?
Brad Selden just in the chat. Hooded Cobra Commander. That would be
yes.
That'd be sick.
I don't know if they would let me do it. I think they're getting away from the Hooded Cobra Commander, but that would be neat.
Hey, you're a big deal.
Then there's Joe's, which, man, I wish I'd already done like a Shipwreck cover because the guy who voices Shipwreck's going to be here at the expo. So I wish I'd already done one of those. I'd like to do a Quick Kick cover. I'm just fans of all those guys, man.
Did you like the twins? Like I love.
The twins are some of my favorite. I'd like to have the twins and some of the guards around them.
Yeah.
I did a Cobra Commander cover for the Energon series. It's going to be out, is what they told me, for issue 13. So that won't be till November, but it's already finished and everything. And it's got bats on it. I got to draw bats for the first time, and it was such a thrill. I put a bunch of them in the background, and that was amazing. So yeah, I would like to do the Crimson Guard and the twins. Gosh,
I could
there's just
see you killing like Major Blood, or if you want to get like the Joes, like Wild Bill, Airborne, like
yes,
Gung Ho.
Wild Bill would be crazy, dude.
Yeah.
There's so many I would like to do. I'll probably will try to do it. I'm getting to live out a dream right now of getting to do things like that, where it's just things I just really love and I want to see them done. I don't care, if it makes money or anything.
Hey, this is the monster you should do, bro.
Palpatine,
Palpatine, bro.
I'm hoping to do a Star Wars cover at some point. Over at Marvel,
Palpatine, perfect.
And Vader, bro.
Listen, man, I think this is awesome. I think Huntsville is going to blow you away, but more importantly, I'm really going to be excited for San Diego this year.
Oh my God.
So San Diego is going to be such a blast for hopefully the whole industry. But I know for the Beyond Wednesdays crew, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of people that are going to be going for the first time. We're trying to convince Stein to go for the first time also.
Yes.
Hey, Mark's going to be yelling at us, hey, guys, I got to go to sleep. I said, you're staying this all-nighter, Mark.
Oh, me. I will run out of steam, I'm sure, over you guys. I saw y'all trying to convince Ben last night to go.
Yeah.
That'd be great if he shows up.
We'll get him. And we got to get this guy right here to go too. Nate's got to make an appearance too. Yes,
I've never been to San Diego.
Yeah. It'd be a lot of people's first appearance at San Diego. So, all right, brother. Well, listen, man, we're gonna keep our eye on this Alabama con, and we're just super stoked for you, and congrats on all the success. And I'll talk. You ought to have
somebody
brother.
filming the thing, man, and just.
Somebody was mentioning streaming. Maybe I'm going to be on a panel Sunday. So maybe somebody can stream that or record it. We can get it on
like
YouTube.
a behind the scenes though. Your like first kind of big con for you, like your first. That'd be really cool. Like a family member,
Right, like get to see Mark behind the scenes. Let me tell you something. Fuck these. He's fucking losing it, dude. Right? It was like, yeah.
That's great, man. All right, Mark.
I'll just play Mark. We love you, bro.
Get back to us, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Look for that little kid. Look for the baby
kids,
Mark.
Yeah.
The baby Mark devil. The baby Mark devil, bro.
The baby.
I don't know if Billy saw the card. Show the card to Billy, dude.
All right.
Look at this thing, dude. If you did, because
this is not the kid you want to cross.
No, man. Like 2 years ago, photo variants were the thing, right? So, this is the ultimate monster photo variant, bro. Look at this devil right here, bro.
That's crazy.
But again, if you're gonna do it, you got to make 666 copies.
That's an adorable kid, Red Hood.
Hey, bro, that's the way I draw right now.
How old were you at this age, Mark?
I want to say I'm 6 there.
Wow,
bro, that's awesome, dude.
That is sweet. Very, very
that's
cool.
That's how you do a card, bro.
Well, and the fact that it's now just being talked about, by us. How do we not see this before?
That's in all the number 5s you said.
Oh no!
No.
Those are the ones coming from Diamond.
Edition, I think.
Those are the ones coming from Diamond.
I'm telling you, if anybody's smart,
they'll be ruined.
If anybody,
these are the ones in number 5, Billy.
If anybody's smart,
that's
they do that book with Mark with the old school monster cover. That's genius right there, bro.
Well, I think Mark should keep that card a special thing, man. That card is a cool thing.
Yeah, dude. Find it, Mark.
Yeah.
Send it to me, bro.
I will.
I'll pay you, bro.
You're the best, brother.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
sounds
Mark.
good, bro.
Bye-bye.
One of the best, man.
That's
Good
a bad
fucking
motherfucker,
dude.
bro.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's gonna get so run over, bro.
I love when he's trying to tell people, he's like, I don't think you realize, I'm pretty important.
I suck your dick.
Like menace to society, bro.
Dude,
Jesus.
that whole state's coming. I mean,
Yeah.
that place is going to be
They
running
will
over.
in Alabama. Mark!
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like, I mean, seriously, that Nick Saban comparison, that he's probably about as
Hey,
popular
bro.
as someone in that state you can get.
Bro, like fucking Namath, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Susie Colbert. I want to
Hey,
kiss
bro,
you.
he's going to go to Sizzler. Do you know who I am? Shit. Where's my table?
So Billy, what's the deal with that? Can you give us
is
a
Mike
little...
here or what?
He is. I'm getting ready to bring him in. So you've got a
you got to bring him in. I won't without my brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael McComb, aka Pool Boy. What's up, Mike? How you doing, brother?
Butter.
What's going on, Brian?
Oh, bro, we heard
hear
the
me?
story. Yeah, we can hear you. We heard the story. Can you hear us?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yes.
we heard
Good.
the story. We heard the story about this book from Billy. I think you told us like a few months ago, right? Maybe that. Well, can you explain what happened with this book, Billy?
All right, let me start off by saying, dude, I am like fighting food poisoning right now.
Oh
I
my
am
God.
dying. So
No way.
I want to be especially happy for my boy Butter over here because I fucking love Pool Boy, dude. He's my like brother from another. So so this
Our moms even
exquisite-
have family members with the same name.
Yes, we could be related.
Little fun
But
fact.
wait, this Exquisite Corpses book, dude, I have a feeling it's gonna be really hot, dude. Not
It's going
just
to be
our
huge.
exclusive,
Yeah.
not just our exclusive, but the whole idea behind it and everything. Anyway, it's a Tinian book, and
It's
you know
such a good
Tinian.
story, dude.
I mean, it's Tinian. I don't have to say anything else about that. But they're real excited about it. So I applied. We got an email like 2 days before it was due, the art was due. And I'm like, okay, shit. And so I emailed them and they said, I said, well, I want to use Pool Boy because he doesn't.
And I'm like a 3-week minimum cover guy, dude.
No, yeah, he's at least 3 weeks. And so I said, well, I want to use Pool Boy. And they said, okay. So they reached out to the Tinian team, nothing against them, but they said basically no. Because, you know, Pool Boy's, he's zombie tramp. You know what I mean? He's the luscious, thick butter. And so we talked to Jose at Image, who's the main rep, and he's awesome. And I said, dude, I really want to get Pool Boy on a Tinian book. Like this could be a good thing for him. You know what I mean? So he said, well, send me something. And so my idea was a Kill Bill homage because it's perfect for it. And the character is perfect for it. And the one of the 13 characters. But I told Pool Boy, J. Scott Campbell that shit, butter it, Kill Bill, let's go. And he did. And the Tinian team said, yes. And
BRB.
So there you go. And so then he buttered it up a little bit more. There's some secret butter in there. On all our covers, we hide butter, like either a stick of butter or something. And so, or something like P plus B or some shit like that.
I see the butter.
There it is, right? Yeah, yeah. That
Mama.
look right there. See?
Which
And
one?
then a couple of the other covers we did will have a stick of butter, you know. But so Pool Boy toned it down a little bit and kind of he toned it down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
Mama.
seriously,
Yeah, I like the view we're looking at.
Uh-huh.
Definitely toned down.
compared to the Z's, and then he extended the legs. They had a little issue. Pool Boy went longer with the legs, and it was kind of funny. We thought they were gonna come back with the boobs, and they said no, the legs are too long. We're like,
Bro, I
"What?"
fooled them though. That's the thing.
Yeah, you got
They
him.
were so focused on the legs.
That's how you
So-
got to do it, bro.
I know.
Right.
You make the legs really long.
They were
Like,
real extra, dude.
she looked like Jack Skellington at first, and they're like, "What's with the legs?" And so it was like, but they didn't notice.
Yeah, well,
No.
he pretends now, but
No, but to be honest, it was like, am I still lagging?
No, you're good.
No.
You're
No,
good.
you're
now.
good.
You know, I like Blizzard, like I was like a big Overwatch fan, like
Hell
Overwatch
yeah.
1 fan.
Totally.
And like Blizzard art, it's like 1/8 torso, and then it's like 7/8 legs, you know? Like their legs are like real long, and then their body and head's like at the top. So it was more proportion like that, and then they were just kind of like make it more realistic proportions, but
I
it
love
turned out
Dude, I gotta admit, the original, bro. I'm not saying that this isn't badass. The original, though, I don't know. I mean, I
Bigger-
got what they were saying about the
longer
legs, bro.
legs?
But
Can we see the original, or is that a no-no?
I don't think we. Well, he might. Pool boy might have it, but
I don't know. Honestly, dude, it looks weird after looking at it this way for so long now, though.
Isn't that
It looks like
amazing how that
she's
works?
gonna dance, bro.
You're
Damn.
probably right.
It looks like this character's about to start dancing, dude, or something after she just like slaughtered the
Whips
shit
some
out of
ass.
somebody.
I
Yeah.
love the splatter too, and the
Right.
background
Oh,
design.
the splatter pops, dude.
yeah.
Dude, thank you for mentioning the splatter, because the splatter almost took me as long as it did just to do the figure. Like I was more
Wow.
Totally.
more obsessed with working on that splatter and finding like the right, brush and everything, and then just
Yeah.
like making it look like it was like
I had to
random.
decide like what's
enough
too
to, like,
much. Yeah, on the splatter. Yeah.
It was just like I just started kind of like
I love how it
Like,
Nah,
matches
you
the.
hit it
I'm
perfect.
like,
'Cause it looks great.
I don't think I've ever done this before.
I like how it
Let's
matches
just-
the angle of the sword too. That's
oh,
that's
that was
a-
part of the
comes in.
craziness, dude. Because well, not only that, but because of the legs length, he had everything a certain way.
Yeah.
So by removing the legs, he had to change a bunch of the sword and the sword will literally fit in that sheath like perfectly, you know? And so like he had to change a bunch of stuff just for the legs, but I'm just so excited that they gave him a shot. We already done plenty of image stuff, but I really wanted to get down with Tinian and for Pool Boy especially. So
Yeah, it's honestly like it's like
Okay.
it's like an honor for a little guy like me to be a
So
part of
here's-
a big book like this, because that's and no joke, I'm not just saying this, but like the story of this thing is so up my alley. I mean, like just in the day that I thought we were doing it, before I found out like we weren't, and then we were again, I was like just telling like everybody like how cool this thing was. I was like explaining the story, and like you don't even understand. The story is just like so something that I would want to write. You know what I mean? Like
Is-
when I was reading the synopsis, I was like, dude,
Oh yeah, it's fantastic, dude. It's
this
fantastic.
guy's on it, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so.
Big time.
And then I was literally over here like getting references together, and I was like, just all the stuff you got to do before you actually start, and getting the whole thing like set up. And then I got a text from Billy, and Billy's just like, dude, don't do anything yet. And I was like, oh no, what happened?
that's not it.
I know, but did you know that there's a book called Exquisite Corpse?
Well, look at that cover, dude.
Well, look what it's about. A necrophilic, cannibalistic serial killer love story
Dang.
with a convicted homosexual serial killer, cannibal, and
Make sure-
necrophilia.
Bro,
Dude,
that's
Dude,
so
make
hot.
sure you hashtag that book right, man.
So be
or it
careful
might
when
go
you're looking
the
up
wrong
exquisite-
spot.
Again, Exquisite Corpses. You'll find this next to your Archie books there at your local LCS.
So be careful looking up exquisite corpses. So
Well, that's
Well,
just
let
like the
me- let me-
Wicked
let me
dolls they
say-
put out at
It's
Target,
so
but the Wicked
important
on
on this
the
book.
hashtag they had on the back was actually taking you to a porn website. So
Oh,
they had to pull all
yes.
the Wicked
Right,
dolls
yeah.
off.
yes,
Let me just
Whoopsie.
say this to everybody that's watching. Look, I want to sell this book out. So if you want it, go buy it. I don't come on the show ever and really plug anything. I'm usually here to hear the bullshit going on around town and just to hang out. But I want this. I had to put some on eBay because I got concerned. People are selling them on eBay right now for $45. I threw it on there for 30, but at the store, my store, they're $27.99. limited to 500. I'm only selling 400 until I'm sending 50 to Pool Boy. The other 50 are for damages. And if they're not, I'll resell them. But it's limited to 500, and they're $27.99 at my store. If I can sell them to the store, I will take them off eBay, and you guys can make whatever money you want. I don't give a shit. But I've been that guy for 3 years that has said, I'm not selling on eBay till I sell out. I can't be that guy anymore, dude.
Yep.
I can't.
Yep. Well, here's the thing.
I want
Nice. Changing.
Here's the thing. If this book sells out, is there maybe ideas that we can get other characters in this?
So I haven't.
We wanted to.
I don't know when number 2's up for whatever. But I know one thing. If number 1 sells out, I will pitch to them. We would like to do like another Kill Bill, like background, kind of mix it up a little bit, maybe change it, of every single character all the way out. 13 characters, 13 books. And I think that would be sick. But I just don't know. Do I think I could sell out 13 times at 500? I don't think so.
Like exhausted, yo.
Well, poor Pool Boy.
Well, here's the thing, though.
I mean, I'll do it.
I'm really glad that you guys are doing a 500 print count. I think
that's all I ever do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting to. The fact that you stick with these small print counts for your brand is smart on that route too, where you first of all, you make it collectible right off the bat. If this series takes off, which
it's going to,
it's definitely going to. Man, if you guys want to get one, the link's in the chat. There you go. Go ahead.
I really appreciate it, everybody. It's selling okay. I mean, we probably got 250 left. I sold 150. So, I mean, that's okay. I made my money back. But,
Look at this one in 25. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm pre-selling all the other stuff with it. So if you want to throw in everything and get it all in one shipment, you can get all the variants.
Yeah. So here you guys go. They're all here.
That would be a cool character to do.
Yeah.
They just dropped the stealth variant that's just Jenny Frizen. I don't know what the polybag is.
That. Oh, my gosh.
Like if you go directly to homepage.
Bro, her eyes are scaring me, bro.
Just click right there. Available now for pre-orders. They're all there.
Oh,
all the
beautiful.
So I think it's pre-order next week. But I've been looking at the exclusives.
I don't know if I should even say that, but the J Lee is really pretty too.
Dude, that's gone. It's a 1-in-100. But I've been looking at all the exclusives online. I saw one that was okay on eBay. One was okay. But it was limited to 666, and they wanted like $45 for it. I'm like, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's a big
cool
thing.
That it's 666, but I mean.
Yeah. Yep. It's a 500 print count and below is perfect in my opinion. I mean, unless it's like a DC book that they're, a Batman book. Of course, that's
you're forced. Yeah, you're forced. I mean, we did the Lucky Devils.
If anyone's listening, I will draw Batman as well. So
yeah, dude, Pool Boy's Catwoman. Dude, Pool Boy, is there any way you can pull up that Catwoman you were doodling on the show?
Catwoman, I was doodling the
Catwoman. I always say I want you to do that. I want to do that for a DC cover one day. The Catwoman you did with the tail.
Oh yeah.
Can you pull that up and maybe share it with them just so they can see it, dude?
Yeah, I mean, if I can find it, that's like 2023, maybe.
Dude, time is so weird. I was just talking to Brian. Like, I saw that I've been a member for 18 months. I'm like, dude, how is that fucking possible?
I know, right? Time flies, bro.
Bro, it was like yesterday. It was COVID, bro.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Right?
Then I realized, my mom was in the hospital, and I remember that was like 10 months ago, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy,
and
dude.
Brian was like saying, hey, prayers go out to, I remember all that. Remember?
Yeah.
Like prayers out to Bill's family and stuff. And dude, but then add another 8 months. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to the time, dude?
Yeah.
It's weird because, bro, like the Final Four was like last week. And it seemed like just yesterday, like me and Nate were at the Final Four 2 years ago.
2 years ago. I was thinking the same thing.
I'm going to call out anyone that buys this for me. I'm going to call out their name, dude, because I just heard it ring. Someone bought it on eBay. So Kenny Huff bought it on eBay. But what I would say to you guys is get it at my store. It's cheaper, probably. It's a couple dollars cheaper. I had to put it up a couple dollars because eBay is so damn expensive.
I love that. That's really good too.
Dude, look at her eyes, dude. Zoom in on her eyes, dude. Bro, Jenny, you're getting scary, bro.
Jenny,
Jenny, stop it, dude. Look at those eyes.
Kenny Huff, eBay, thank you.
It's fucking scary, dude.
Yeah.
That bitch ain't fucking around.
At the time,
hey, chicks with those eyes, dude, they'll kill your ass,
you guys,
dude.
Pool Boy been on here like a long time ago, and I was like, man, that was the first time.
Yeah, when Brian reminded me, like,
it was for this book right here.
You got to find that Catwoman. But look, can you see the? Okay, look.
It's on my Instagram if he wants to scroll, I think.
Hey, you know who would want that is Aaron. Aaron would want that. He collects that one.
Yeah,
I remember this one too.
Dude, you know the only one besides Speechless is sold out. That 8 Billion Genie sold out faster than anything, dude. Well, the Speechless sold out immediately, but that 8 Billion Genies.
Dude, the 8 Billion Genies was just like out of control. It was like instant.
Your Catwoman's on there?
I thought so, but maybe not. I'm still looking, but
oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
Catwoman.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Dude, love that.
Mama.
Yeah, there it is.
Do some shrinkage, but dude, that is sick.
No, I'm looking at her legs. What are you talking about?
Yeah. The way the whip is amazing.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, like if I just kind of shrunk down her top like a smidge and then just submitted that, I'd like freaking think that thing's sick, dude.
Yeah, that is cool.
So, we're trying to get Pool Boy out of this, like, zone he's in right now.
You're trying to get me out of the zone. I'm in the zone, bro.
Bro, those are inflated perfectly, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
I'm talking about the
DNA. I like it. I think she looks great.
The industry zone, though, I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know. Trust me, like it's just I gotta pull myself back to reality, but
like zoom in on the face and the head and the fishnet, dude. Pool Boy's like his fishnet stuff is so fire, bro. Like,
bro, I honestly, this is the thing. Like, I could have spent another 3 days like on that, but
I know.
Like, you don't understand. Like, it was like the fastest.
He had 3 days,
and I was just like, I was like, okay, this is the test. It was like what can I do? Like, this is the window, and I have to do it, and like I want to do it. It was just like literally just working at it at like 5 a.m.
Being an artist.
Believe me, it's hard
being an artist. Yeah.
Speechless took like 3 months.
That's sick.
But dude, I still think
but like when you're making something and stuff, it's like you like to like step away from it for a second and go back and you see things that you might not have seen at first. And yada yada yada.
James Lewis, you're the man. Thank you. That was I did a collab with Piper and Pool Boy, the 2 different styles together for fun.
That's excellent. I love Pool Boy's hat on this one.
I know, dude. I love more than that. Dude, you need to see his hardly thin we did. It's Jessica Rabbit too.
That was actually like I was just doodling like a zombie tramp on the show, and then he was just like, dude, just like turn that into like a sick ed thing and put like my hat on her, and then and then you were like, let's just make it a cover.
Oh, go down. The Harley was below. You missed it. The hardly thin is below.
Oh, the hardly thin is also another just.
Which
it's
one?
almost. You're almost there.
You're almost there.
Ooh.
Almost to the right.
There.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I remember this. Yeah,
dude, that was a sellout so fast, bro. Oh, we had James Lewis. Now we got Joe. We got Joe. Thank you, Joe. Joe.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Mr. Hood just bought one. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Supporting the homies, you guys.
Heck yeah.
I'm just glad that for every one that I buy, I'm getting 3. That's badass.
Yeah, wait a second. I didn't agree to.
Thank you,
I
dude.
see they slip shit in on this show, you guys. You have no idea. I gotta message everyone later and say, wait a second. So what was your you got I don't know if we already did this with you, Brian, but what was it Pool Boy's first cover?
Was
that X-Force, bro. Look, I pull up that domino, dude.
Who did
That's
this?
sick.
Did you
Bro,
do this, Mike?
that's
Holy
what I'm
cow.
talking about right there, bro.
Yeah, that's on a blank. That's like a blank.
That's beautiful for a sketch.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Bro, that's fantastic.
Oh,
dude.
comic chef. Let me see here.
Bro,
Chef.
that's your wheelhouse right there, bro.
Where you at, chef?
I have a whole box of blanks that I'm like working through on stuff. So,
bro, that's really
excellent.
good, dude.
Oh shit, Joe, you went
I'm
and
working
bought
on like a store.
beers and
Like,
shit too earlier.
finally, after like years and years of talking about it, like I'm so close to having my store up, and like that's gonna be one of the things is like blanks.
Yeah, you're going way down to the old school stuff.
Yeah, that's super old school.
Thank you, chef.
Yeah, that domino is great.
Now, Pool Boy used to do
That's
some
like with
great
topics.
3D
Do
stuff.
you know that just to do that domino cover, and I didn't even use a lot of colors. I think I just used like the warm grays and like a blue or something, and I literally bought like a $400 set of Copics like just to do that because I was so excited to like
work with
it was
them.
like for a store. It was just
That's sick, bro. This out of sight book or whatever.
yeah, that was actually a guy's album cover. Oh, it says that in the
Oh, look at Steven, dude. He went in there. He got Exquisite Stephen Raphael, Exquisite Corpses, and then he got some zombie tramps. I had some older zombies.
Oh, nice.
But is your first cover that first zombie? Was it 77 or something?
Bro, it was 68, and I was man,
that's not it.
That was my second one.
Dude, when I saw
I don't even know if I have
our
it.
love
There it
story.
is.
There. When
That's
I
my
saw that,
that's my very first comic book cover ever.
when I saw that, though, you did another one too that's super fire. I can't remember what number it is.
Yeah, it's not posted though.
I'm like, dude, I need this guy, and we became butt lovers ever since.
I think did we add him when we was on the first time?
I don't remember. I was just reminding you just in case.
Hell yeah, we got to add him.
But what a cover to start off with, Zombie Tramp. That's a pretty good start, I would say.
I wonder if
I got so lucky. I was
actually
actually so I drew characters for my friend's card game, and he went to San Diego Comic-Con, so he actually invited me to go with him to San Diego Comic-Con, and I was like literally using every single second because everybody's fighting over like who wants to leave the table so they can go run around and have fun,
Yeah.
So like every second that I was away from the table, I printed out like a bunch of just
what was your
drawings, business cards and stuff. And
Zombie Tramp 68.
And I had one person, which was Jason Martin, and he was like running Action Lab Comics at the time, and I just so happened to like get the guy's attention at the table next to his. He was gone at the time, and then this guy was like, dude, he's like, leave your card here because the guy that's at this table here, he's like, he's not here right now, but he's like, come back and talk to him because I think you'd be a good fit for like his books. So then when I came back, I like rushed upstairs and like got all my stuff and came back, and he was just like, hey, we can try you. He's like, it's got to sell though. He's like, if nobody he's like, if nobody buys it, like it's just gonna be like a one and done thing. And I'm like, so I gave it my all, like with all the little
it's badass. The
versions
background.
of her, like in the flames all around and everything.
Yeah, that's super sick. That's really
Look up
badass.
Zombie Tramp 77, bro.
And there's not a virgin cover of that, but if you remove the title, there's even like another like at the top, like a really cool face that you're kind of missing because
like just eBay, Google it or Zombie Tramp 77 or something, dude.
Who's the okay, so here's the question: was that cover your first published work in comics?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Zombie Tramp 77.
Third one. You can tell. You can see that one.
Yeah, you know which one's mine, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, when I saw that, dude, my butter boiled, brother. I knew the docking had begun.
Do you want to hear something really crazy? I don't even have a copy of that.
I have them for you when you come, dude. Don't worry.
Oh my god, I would literally fly there.
I'll sign it for you, bro.
Just to butter it up.
First work and cover. There you go, brother. You're in a good company. You got George R.R. Martin above you and Todd McFarlane below you.
Yeah, there you go.
Crazy, man. I'm like squished between legends, man. It's like
Cool Boy's like he's got a crazy schooling and background. I mean, this is like what you have a degree, Pool Boy, in graphic design,
yeah, I majored in graphic design, but I actually have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, which is funny because even when I was in school then, I mean, my teachers liked me and everything, but like a lot of the like students and stuff were like, "Oh, you spent." I remember my senior like thesis, so you have to do like a show, like a show, hang up in like an art show. And in my actual like book, the signing book at the end, like went home, I was reading it, I was all excited, and it was half good and like half like there was one that I'll never forget. It was like, it's really nice that after 4 years of college that all you've done is learn how to objectify women. Like, oh man, I was like, is that all you see? Like, it was just let's just say I've been pretty consistent, like
my god, dude, that's fucking great.
Wow. I went from like Garfield and Bart Simpson to like this.
Pool Boy needs his break. I mean, yeah, we're looking at older work, and you can tell the progression, and he's trying to hold that back the pen, but I think this Titanium book's going to open some doors for him. And dude, if he could do a Catwoman or a Harley, I know his dream is to do Supergirl, right? Or is it Superman?
Oh, Supergirl, dude.
Like, because he's major Turner,
and you're a big Turner fan. I know Pool Boy was going crazy about Turner when I was selling some Turner stuff at one point, man. Big Turner fan.
He's my all-time favorite.
Because I could see you knocking out like Power Girl. That's actually the first.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah. Bro, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they kind of like
It depends on who's drawing it.
Hey, Mike, can you make me some art for my Power Girl shirt? I want to make a shirt for Beyond Wednesdays that's just the boob window and it actually has boobs in it. So anybody who's wearing it. So I need you to make me that shirt, bro.
Dude, just dream job, dude.
Like literally like you're wearing the shirt and it's like as if she's wearing the shirt.
Yep. It's the boob window. Yeah.
I got you.
Hell yeah, bro. Seriously, I want to make that. No joke.
No, seriously, it's a great idea.
We'll put Beyond Wednesdays on the back and the boob window on the front, and then anybody can have a boob window. We'll make male shirts too.
Oh,
no, I should say we'll make female shirts too.
Dude, the male shirts is like gotta happen.
Yeah.
I'd rock that thing out.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. The shirts are coming. Now. The shirts are coming, you guys. That's awesome.
Well, we really appreciate you. At least, of course I'm here, but I appreciate us giving us a little time to come.
Well, man, you're jumping on here with food poisoning. So thank you for coming to hang with us.
My brother, dude. I love all you guys, but dude, Pool Boy's my brother, man. And so
bro.
I just want him to do I'm not in it for the money, dude. I'm just not. I mean, the work is so excessive that it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But totally. I want Pool Boy to I want him to be up there, dude, because he's got this anime. He's shown me stuff that's so sick that puts Art Germ to shame. And Pool Boy won't say that. Pool Boy won't say that because it's his favorite artist, right?
He's like,
well, like, dude, we need a variant cover from an anime artist that does it right. Like, I'm not saying Momo and them don't do it right. What I'm saying is with a little bit of butter. You know what I mean?
A little bit of, lot of butter.
Butter. Is that Linsner?
That is Linsner, man.
God, dude, what a.
Yeah.
That is Linsner.
yeah, he's another legend. I mean, he's another one that's like,
and he puts out books like crazy.
definitely up there.
A lot of butter.
I hear a lot of bad negative things about him. I still need to talk to him. I need to get him on Speechless, but everyone I've talked to said he's not a friendly guy.
Who's that? Linsner?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
man. How disappointing is that?
And I'm talking multiple artists have told me that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
That's fucked up, dude.
But I gotta find out for myself, I guess.
Like who knows? Like, I mean,
I can't say the names because you guys know all the artist names I'm going to say. I don't want to put them on
Mark Spears. He's an asshole.
No, I don't know. Mark might know him. I mean, Mark's been in business for a while.
Oh yeah,
but
long time. Yeah, that's sick, man. I'm stoked. I'm with you, Billy. We'll will it into the existence. We need a super.
Before we go, did I miss the drama?
Cover. The drama hasn't happened yet. The drama hasn't happened yet.
Is it far away or what? Should I stay
it can't be that far away. Joe's right there.
Not that far away. It's. I mean,
drama!
We can like literally.
I got you, Clay. I hope this makes your coming up with drama because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the into the into the
But let's get down to business.
It is drama alert time, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a very interesting world of drama. I do got to give some shout out real quick to our boy Darth Lopez, he's got a new series that he's doing called Bagged and Unfiltered, where he interviews content creators specifically about drama, and he started with our boy Circumstances, and I had to throw them a quick heater and ask a question that I talk about all the time, but it's very interesting. Here we go.
Terror Dome, do you? I don't fuck around.
I bet you Biggie does.
Well, look at Brian's question. Yeah. Want me to read it or you got it?
I want to know what you guys think about content creators in our community all doing the same things: list, market reports, and pickups. Is it too hard to come up with new content ideas?
Absolutely.
Yes, it is too hard. Absolutely.
So I ask one of the biggest content creators in our genre, Economics and Comics, aka Billy, is it too hard to come up with new content ideas?
I don't think so. So here's the thing. Yes, I do a couple. Look, it's been 6.5, almost 7 years. So if someone started it, I was close to being there at the beginning. And so I broke it down, of course, top 10 pre-orders, try to help people. And then before new Comp Day comes out, try to get the spec out there so you guys can get it at your store if you need to. Top 10 new Comp Day. And it's a lot, right? But for the first 3 years, I was doing previews videos, kind of like Bueller, a week before with no real information, just the title, and not really understanding what people need. And so I was doing that, but I was also trying all types of shit. Dude, I was pressing. I was doing pickups. I mean, there are so many avenues you can go down. If you dude, I'm telling you, I know Hood does the pressing. I have people to this day still wanting me to do pressing videos. And I have a lot of people that want to learn from that. So if anyone was watching me, go watch Hood or whatever, learn from Hood. But it was fun. Yeah, well, it was fun, but it's time consuming.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
You know, I was doing live auctions with movies. I was the only one that was doing a live auction with movies. So I would have like, what's the Return of the Living Dead or the first Living, because it was
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, because it was free, right?
Yep.
And horror movies that are just dumb as hell, you know.
Yeah.
And
Public,
like,
public
yeah, we'd watch
domain
like
movies.
3 of them, bro,
Yeah.
and like sell comics all night long. People love that.
Like Sonny Chiba and shit like that, dude.
Oh yeah, Sonny Chiba. I tried. I got pulled. I really wanted to do one where he rips that dude's dick off.
Yeah, dude.
They pulled. They wouldn't let me. And so, anyway, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things you could do. Just drawing, just talking, dude. I've done mini shorts, I call them, where I would get like Amazing Spider-Man 252, and I would read it.
Yes.
5-minute video. Dude, this is where the first appearance of that is, or this, not necessarily that book, but check out this art. This was written by this guy. And I did like 100 of those. And then I did like quick flips, like back when spec was hot in COVID, like that's the market. It was like, okay, what's going to be in the next Avengers movie, you know? And I'm like, well, maybe by when what's his name becomes Cap, Sam Wilson becomes Cap, he'll probably become Cap, or you know, maybe by Captain Marvel or something. You know, I was specking ahead of the Avengers movies before knowing what would happen. Or when Cap picks up the hammer, I was all over that. I'm like, dude, you guys have to buy that because it'll happen. And there's just so many different things you can do, man. You could just be straight indie. You could do, I'm just giving ideas to people. Why don't you just do a channel just reviewing indie books once a week or twice a week? That would be cool.
Let me ask you this. Is it that actually it's a challenge to come up with new things, or it's a challenge to come up with new things that people are actually going to click and watch?
You have to test it. So I've learned my audience. To be honest, my audience wants to learn and know ahead of time. And they trust my opinions because I've kind of learned how to pick the right books that are going to be hot. When you do your hot 10 list later the week, next week, you're going to show 1 in 25 that I said a month and a half ago was going to be hot. Do you know what I mean? Like, you learn these things, and I try to be the best at that. But everyone has their own thing, and you got to try a bunch of different things and then pick the 2 that you're best at that people really like. They'll say, I really like this. Can you keep doing that? There's just a lot. I mean, we're a small niche, guys, but like, and yeah, there's a lot of top 10 videos. Mine say hot 10 new comics, hot 10 pre-orders. I mean,
what a lot of people don't understand, right, is the amount of work behind the scenes that like Billy and Brian have to do. Like, I've got a YouTube channel. I know exactly what to do. Like, I had all the pressers on there, got over 1,000 views. Like, it's work. And I was like, oh shit, I did not realize the amount of work, and having to be the moderator, having to bring it all together, especially when you have guests like, or someone like me just that can derail you because I'm a disruptor, and I have to, you know, dial it down, you know, when I could tell when Brian's serious, like, shut the fuck up, you know, but it's a lot of work. And
no, Brian does it well.
I get the content. I get,
live.
You know, because there's only so much you can talk about comic, like how to bag and board, you know,
dude,
what boards to buy, what bags
Reggie
to buy.
Collects did that, dude. Reggie Collects did a video how to bag and board, and I fucking went ape shit on Instagram, and I got a lot of heat from the bigger channels. I'm like, dude, who the fuck is gonna do a video? And if you guys did it, I apologize.
No.
There's a
yeah. How do you bag and board?
Like the same way I walk, I learned how to walk downstairs. Yeah,
I did that, and dude, I got attacked. I mean,
concept.
People were coming out of the woodwork, getting Reggie on there, and you know, there's some big guys, and we can say Mr. Timmy and Bueller backed Reggie, and they brought him on the show and said how good he was for the community because I had attacked him because I thought
the guy who was living in a van or bus
down by the river, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But
okay,
Reggie, I said, dude, who the fuck does that? This is fucking ridiculous. And then I attacked the video itself. I said, that's not how you bag a board anyway. Like I was frustrated that these videos were made, and I felt bad. I messaged Reggie later, and I apologized because that's who I am. I said, look, I'm sorry. I ranted a little bit about your video, but I want you to know I'm sorry. And I let it go. Even though I was sorry for doing that, the video was real. I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to hide that.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, Hood, it's difficult. Brian does it really well. He's prepped.
Yes.
He's prepped all day long. He's got his million things open on his computer. I don't know how that's possible. For me, I have to like just the pre-order video alone, the top 10 FOC pre-order. I've learned that the window is 10 to 15 minutes. Dude, if you do a video longer than 10 to 15 minutes that's not live, just quit YouTube. Okay? That's the sweet spot, 10 to 15 minutes. But that video, it's me placing everything in my store, of course, and reading every description of like 400 books, pulling out the covers, my favorite covers, the number ones, and then specking what are the 10 best. That takes me
ever
14 total hours combined, a couple days, but 14 full hours of work for a 10-minute video for free.
Yeah.
And then the top 10 new comics video, like you're saying, it's difficult. I literally have to redo the thing. Okay, what was my things? And reinvestigate and remake a list. And then I read them, like 30 books, bro.
Mm-hmm.
LC says, just quit. No, man, I love it, dude. I won't quit. I won't. Not yet. I said I was going to 6 years, but I didn't.
Now, I think, when I always harken back to when I first encountered Billy. I was surfing YouTube and this guy was cracking slabs open. And it was so funny because I was like, man, this guy was making me think they were going to try and kill him, dude.
I was scared, kind of.
Yeah, dude. And that's what made it like, man, this is good, man. I said, man, I got to follow this guy, man. And the funny shit they used to do. What was that one movie where the guy, they did the sound like wee 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 wee, the Chinese
the intro.
Yeah,
Kung
dude.
Pao, Kung Pao.
Kung Pao, dude.
I used to
my
love
God.
making the kung fu intros, but dude,
Yeah, but and you can see now, like if you watch Billy's stuff, it's more mature and it's just like, hey, here's the books, F.O.C. Boom, 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 and it makes it like super easy. You know what I mean? You watch it, and it's easy, and you know what you're gonna get.
The first 3 years was pure chaos, bro.
Yeah,
of me trying everything, and I think everyone on YouTube that wants to become do YouTube as an outlet or whatever, just try shit. Who cares? Dude, people are gonna like you, people hate you. I have way more haters, bro.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's people that want to be famous. There's people that want to be famous. There's people that want to be famous, right?
Yeah.
YouTube famous. And there's people that want to create content.
Yeah.
The people that want to create content, those are the people that I like to watch, that are offering something different in a space where, honestly, comics is so broad, from artwork to artists to writers to modern to vintage. I mean, there's so much. But what do you bring in? I like stories, history. Well, like when a creator gets on, it says, hey, I remember when I first bought my book and this is what led me down this path. I love this artist and let me tell you why. And let me tell you about some, like what Brian does. He does creator first, right? So anytime we get a creator on, he pulls up a list and shows the creator how invested he is in having this one-off, all-inclusive, like this is your first. It's a big list now, but that shows the artists and the writers that we're invested in them, and we're going to put you on that list.
And one of the biggest reason I watch the show, and you weren't doing this forever, Bri, but you've been doing this for a while now, is when I first started. Yes, I collect comics. It's a hobby of mine. I'm a collector, right? But like, I love art. It's my favorite thing. Like, stories are great. I can watch a movie, right? And I read the books, but art, my eye and art, that's what I am, right? So I used to, the first 2 years, dude, I had everybody on. I have a artist interview playlist that's huge. And I just love doing it. And I had to stop because I don't have the time, right?
Yep.
And the reason why I like this show so much, besides all the bullshit and the talk shit and all that stuff, is because you're doing what I did before, and I fucking love that. I love that. And so I won't stop watching until you stop doing that, probably. So don't stop.
Amen, brother. Amen. I listen, I've said it before, you know, you're the OG. You've been doing this a long time, since before a lot of us. And it's just great to have you guys on here whenever you're on here, man. And you know, I'll
it's like you're part of our thing here, man. You know, it's like you pop on, we all have chemistry, right? And we all have chemistry. So.
I think that's the other thing is that it's very hard to sometimes watch something that isn't you know, with people that are kind of likable. Does that make sense? And I don't mean to sound like an asshole.
No,
but like maybe we call it being genuine. Maybe I don't know what the term is, but
authentic.
Authentic, yeah, authentic. Yes, that's the
yeah.
term.
Like I got a comment like a couple weeks ago. Some guy's commenting. I could tell he was new. He's like, "Yeah, dude, you're just shilling to sell books," and I'm like, I fucking got offended, bro. And I was like, I messaged him. I usually don't, but I said, apparently you don't know who I am, and let me introduce myself. Like, I could give a shit if you order from me. I say it in every video.
Did you do it like Mark Spears? I'm kind of a big deal.
No, I don't. No, I didn't say that. But I was like,
you bring up a great point, Billy, is because, you know, we talk about Mark Spears all the time, right? We pump because we love the art, you know, and it's fun. I went on Comic Tom's Whatnot last night, and I spent almost $1,000. And I put my money where my mouth is, right? In my shilling, I just spent $1,000 of my money for his art.
What was the last con that he did? Comic Tom. So me and Comic Tom have a history. Okay,
we all have a history with Comic Tom, man.
Well, yeah, I made jokes back then, but when he had like 1,500 subs, and I was just coming up, like I wasn't a fan. You know, and stuff like that. And I would poke jokes and stuff like that. But over time, even though I don't watch his channel at all, I jumped into his Whatnot like about a month ago. And I bought a couple books. And he goes, and he knows who I am. I mean, he knows because he's messaged me before and said, "What the fuck, Bill?" You know, like because I'll do something stupid. Like one time, you know, when they did the Superboy and they introduced the boyfriend in the cover.
Oh yeah.
I put Tom's face on the boyfriend, and like I was showing the covers of the week, and I like just for a millisecond faced it, but he saw it, dude. And so he messaged, "What the fuck?" I said, "I'm just fucking around, dude," because the guy kind of looked like Tom, the boyfriend. Anyway. Long story short, I'm in there. I buy some books. I supported him on Whatnot, and he called me. He says, "Dude, is that Economics and Comics?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." And he goes, I watch your pre-order shows, man. You're the only pre-order show I watch." And I'm like, "Thanks, man." So
that's cool,
like,
man.
we can fuck. You know, this shit happens, but like you were saying,
we grow though. Also,
you mature.
Yes. Yes.
And anyone that starts is uncomfortable at first, even if they pretend they're not, they are.
Yep.
And you learn what you want to do. And this is what I want to do. Eventually, I just want to make my own books and feature great art and talk about cover art if I could do that. But I feel like I am needed, and I love my subs. So I keep doing the same things that, you know?
Yeah, well,
so
we've built a community, man.
Yeah.
And that community means more than the shows now. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. Not just a community, we built friendships. Like,
yeah,
that's, to me, that is
and
the
enemies.
best thing. Yeah, and enemies. You're 100% right. But the 100 best thing about YouTube isn't the money that you can make on it. It is the friendships that you built out of it.
There's no money in YouTube.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing
some crazy amount.
unless you figured out a way to put movies on there. I know some people that have gotten very popular that they'll put the lines in the movies so they can show a movie and then they'll critique it, or they'll
or first time watching Rocky 2.
Oh, Hood knows what I'm talking about. Damn,
Hood,
we're
start training now.
We're on the same page, bro. I don't even want to go there.
It's almost like covering up the slab. Oh, I think I got a 9.8. What did I say I was going to get?
You looked at it.
I got it.
Dude, Hood, I didn't know you were there with me, dude. I didn't know. Now I know. But so
I want to really segue real quick over to one other thing that I want to keep you here for, that I want to ask your thoughts on, because this is another interesting thing that has popped up. There is a artist that I absolutely love. I think that she is going to be one of the biggest artists in the game, and this is her year to really break out. Her name is Sveta Shubina. She got big recently for doing the massive publishing pinup apocalypse 1 in 25 variants, right? And so here's a new book. This book's on F.O.C. this week. This is Detective Kaiju #1. This is the 1 in 25 Sveta, which is a good cover, but this...
Look at that, pool boy.
Hold on. Here you go, pool boy. This is Sveta
I can tell you right now, that's good. Pool boy could crush it. Next.
Those are good buns.
Look at this.
Yeah,
this
that's
right
sick.
here is...
Dude,
bro,
it's all about the poses and the colors, bro. That's the secret.
Yep.
They got the squish going.
Of course, he's got the squish. I can imagine some pool butter on there, a little extra, because I always say pool boy puts the butter because he makes it a little shinier and a little. If pool boy could come in there and butter that up a little bit more, it'd be even more out of sight.
She is
that has that vintage kind of style.
Yeah.
Too,
oh yeah,
so.
very pin up. Yeah,
Mhm.
she is one of my favorite artists out right now. But here's the problem. Here's why we're talking about drama. Okay, this was recently sent to me, and we've had Michael Calero. I believe that's his last name. I apologize, Michael, if I'm saying your last name wrong. From Massive Publishing on with us before, and he seems like a good guy and everything. But this is a point that we brought up where Massive Publishing is also selling the retailer incentive variants on their site at what they call market prices. And the big story was when that first pinup apocalypse variant came out, the 1 in 25, you couldn't find it anywhere. It was like $120 on eBay. And then all of a sudden they showed up on Massive's website for $80 a piece. Well, a few weeks ago, Pinup Apocalypse #2 was available for order on their site. They were offering the 1 in 25 incentives for let's see here. So that's $23 a piece. It looks like, right? Yeah. So you could get them for $23 a piece. And this patron ordered them, and they were sent a message. Yep, they were refunded their money, and it said, "Thank you for your recent order of Pinup Apocalypse #2 cover E. We truly appreciate your support. Unfortunately, the incentive covers for this issue were inadvertently listed on our website ahead of schedule due to a clerical error. It is our policy as a company to give comic book retailers the first chance to sell ratio variants such as these, and we encourage readers to reach out to their local comic book shops to pre-order these types of incentives ahead of any title's release. If you still prefer to order directly from us, we will make a limited quantity of these incentive variants available on a later date once the market price has been established, usually about 2 to 3 weeks after retail release. If your
#cocksucker.
Yeah, if your order contains the standard variants of Pinup Apocalypse, those will be fulfilled as plans, unless you reach out and ask if you don't want them. So they'll send them the regular ones, but not the ones that they wanted. Thank you.
Yeah,
we apologize.
let us see how much they're going for, and then we'll sell them to you.
So that's my question. That's where I bring up the question. And I want to know from, as always, not just the people on the panel, but the people watching live and the people that are responding below. What are your thoughts on this? Does this make sense? Is this a good thing, a bad thing? What do you guys think here right now?
At least they're honest.
Everything was good. until they said the market thing.
Market horseshit. Yeah.
First of all, let's just be honest. A clerical error, how big really are they on the secondary market?
I know.
I mean, dude, come on. I list more shit than they do for 100%.
Clerical.
Well, clerical my ass. But when they said they want to give the retailers a chance of blah, 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 and then we'll refund you. Okay, fine. But then that stupid market thing, dude.
Yeah. And Untold Comics is saying, morning, guys. Isn't this the same as what KeenSpot does, too? No, KeenSpot doesn't raise the price. They put the book out there for that $50, and it's $50, period. They don't wait for the market to tell them what the market is, because if they wait to tell what the market is, it's going to be a $500 book, you know? So, but I do get it. I'm not saying that KeenSpot is okay in all this. You know, they have some questionable tactics as well, though. I agree, Untold.
Yeah, I've had problems with KeenSpot.
That's like a retailer getting that 1 in 50, and then it's blowing up on eBay, and they put it at like $250. And
Appreciate
say, hey,
you,
man,
Untold.
like, why
No
is
worries,
that 1 in
brother.
50, 200? Well, you see what's
Great
going
question.
on eBay? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Are you saying that's bad, Hood, or good? Or not?
If you're basing all of that on eBay, my question has always been, we had a fucking asshole comic dealer here years ago, and he was going off of eBay prices. And I go, so if you're going off of eBay prices, so if I go through these back issues and I find it cheaper on eBay, you're going to sell it to me at the eBay price, right, motherfucker? Right? No, well, no, the price is the price. Oh, okay. Only when it's convenient for you.
In a comic book store, right?
In a comic shop. Only when it's convenient for you do you use eBay price. Because I got no problem if you're going off of eBay across the board. But when you pick and choose when you want to use eBay, that I got a problem with that.
Well,
Igor is saying that KeenSpot raised their variant price a couple of times for the Halloween variant, so they might be doing the same thing.
I'll give you an idea of like something, and I'll give you an example, and you tell me what you think about it, Hood. So, do you remember the I don't know what they were. They were like zombie. They were polybags. Just about 6 months to a year ago, there was like 5 issues. It was a Marvel run. I'm not sure if it was zombies or not, but you had to get the polybags to unlock the polybag 1 in 25. And they were really hard to get. But they had like, I don't know. Anyway, I would sell them, and I ordered some extra just to get the polybag one. And I was collecting them, and I'm like, fuck it. So on eBay, they were like $150, $200 each.
Oh, that was the blood.
Yes. Blood, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those were hot.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were hard. You had to get the mature polybagged.
Like the blade and all of that,
yeah,
right?
To unlock the 125.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they were cool. They were like homage covers too. And so on eBay, I would go on there and I would look, and everyone was there, and there was like $250. And I'm like, well, I don't want it. I'm going to flip it. And I don't usually flip on eBay except for my Blood Hunt. That's right. Except for my exclusives. If I can't sell them, I'll put them on eBay. But I put up like $100. Like I undercut everybody. Just say, look, if you want it, here you go. Because I wanted to get some traction back on my eBay because I hadn't been using it in so long.
Right.
But you don't think that's bad, right? Like,
no, if you got them, it's open market, bro. Like open season. Hey, if you're comfortable with that price, and people get pissed off,
believe me, they were comfortable because they were getting a steal.
Mm-hmm.
The same guy, I think, bought them every time. He's like, I was just waiting for me to put one on because he knew it was a steal.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like if you go to my store right now, all the back issues, like from 4 years ago, they all have a discount on them. Anything that's not discounted, I haven't updated yet. They're kind of new. But dude, there's shit in there that's worth, like whenever a key collector says, oh shit, there's going to be a movie, and it goes up to like $30. If you go to my store and just type it in, it'll be there for $4. I don't change it.
Yeah.
I just got to get it out. It's got to get out. Or I'll look like Nate's room there. Fuck that.
Bro,
I gotta say, Nate.
I stayed over at Nate's.
That's all
man.
I gotta say, dude. Like,
I stayed,
honestly, dude. Like, Like that was the first thing. Like when I'm like, what?
It's like a real long closet, isn't
Hey,
it?
bro,
Dude,
it's legit. I
it's
actually
like,
did
are
a
you at
pod from
someone's
his house,
property?
dude, in there, dude.
Crazy,
Bro.
He's muted.
crazy.
Yeah, you're on mute,
And
Nate.
it's a long run. He's changed it. He had nothing but books.
I know. There's like so many like little. It's like each one of those, dude. Like what?
I ripped
Bro.
all the the funny part is, Alex, can you wave?
Is Alex in there?
I don't think you're
What
high
up,
enough.
Alex?
Can you stand up?
Somebody in there? Oh,
Yeah.
there he is.
Oh,
Alex.
Mama!
You watching the show? Hey, I didn't mean those bad words.
He can't
Yeah.
hear
Oh,
you.
you can't hear it.
seriously.
So, the funny part. So, when when I first started really kind of hanging out with Joe and Yee and those guys, it was pretty much all books and the people who had it before, it was a Christmas closet, so they had all their stuff for the holidays stacked in this room. And when I walked in, I remember we bought the house. I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I mean, it was easy because there's a desk right here and there are cabinets. I was like, put the computer there. There's a place to work. I'm like, it's great. And they had, like the shelving when you go to Home Depot, the wiring shelving, they had like 16-inch on both sides. So it made it very narrow to get through. And so I pulled all that out on this side and I just put the books up. So if you look at the old YouTube videos with Brian and Joe and Yee and stuff, it was just books. And then as I started getting back in like my old figures, I'm like, okay, I need to rip all this stuff out and I need to shrink the shelving from like 16 inches down to like 10. So that way it widens the space. And I need to make the spacing between each one go from probably about 16 inches down to like 10. So that way you can get more shelving in, stuff like that. So I kind of play with it a lot.
It's sick.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like I thought I had badass shit till I met these guys, dude.
Dude,
I love the row of
Oh,
G.I. Joe.
you should
and then the row of
dude,
Star
with that
Wars.
long
Hell
ass
yeah.
hallway of like what the
Like it makes me miss I had everything and I had it
Well,
all.
Billy, I've got on this side, I've got all the
We
G.I.
both
Joes
had it all. We'll
out.
start from scratch, Billy. Don't worry about it.
You
Oh,
can't
you
really
have
see it. I don't think you
That's
can
all
really see
right.
it.
I just
But,
love the
all the
way
G.I. Joes are out, and then down here at the very bottom shelf, all the Star Wars figures that are loose are out. So,
Super cool.
yeah.
your
Super
son is
cool.
probably just loves it in there, dude.
Hell
Do you
yeah.
play
He just likes to hang out. Like he's super relaxed. Like he's every time he's a kid, like he'll just kind of run up and down this little path, but he never like even when he'll ask to like touch something or mess with it. And he got into Pac-Man and Q*bert and Donkey Kong and stuff like that. And so I got in some old Atari games that are graded, and he was just mesmerized. So we started moving those in his room and like the turtles. I was like, they make the same turtles now. I'm like, you can't open those, but we can go get a Walmart. And we just bought them, and he just wanted to hang them up in his room, just like they're in here. He didn't want to open them.
Nate is very shrewd. Like he comes off like, just collecting what, like, bro, what he buys, it's an investment, and it's got to be high grade, and he doesn't fuck around, dude.
No, I can definitely see that there's
Tommy. All right, Tommy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
There you go, right there. Yeah, 1203, Tommy.
I don't see the exquisite corpses in that order, Tommy.
Hey,
Tommy, I bought one, Tommy.
We've got a big pickup that we're gonna end the show with Nate. So I want to remind everybody that. Hold on, we got to save that. We gotta honey dick them for a little bit.
Well,
here.
if we're not careful, the pickup's going to be child services coming to get Alex. They're like, why is a 7-year-old awake at midnight? I'm like, he had to go his haircut, so he falls asleep coming back from like Chinatown. It's such a long drive up all the way back here.
You know what Nate did? You know what Nate did to me? I stayed at his house. I did the pie. I'm going to bed. You jump on Brian's show or whatever. So I'm set up. I look like Nate, right?
I'm sorry about that. That's terrible.
Yeah, I know, dude. But
that's bad.
He goes, hey, can you open this package for me just to make sure it's all there? I open it up. It's a fucking AFA G.I. Joe. Motherfucker, I wanted to fucking break it, dude. Now you're just egging me on, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna
worked up.
I'm gonna go. I'm still not staying at my house, so I gotta go.
All right, brother.
But Pool Boy, you should stay if you can. I know it's late where you're at, Pool Boy, but thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I know
man.
Pool Boy's working on something over there. You might want to see.
Ah,
Oh,
mama!
look at that.
Yeah. We'll
I'm
definitely
gonna
be
go.
looking
I
at that.
love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'll talk
Thank
to
you,
Billy,
you
you're
guys.
Billy.
always.
Sounds
You
good,
see,
Billy.
bro. Always on.
We'll see you
See you
soon,
later.
brother.
Okay?
Later,
Thank
bro.
you. Bye bye.
All right, so we just need to get out of drama alert. So let's let Diamond Dave sing us back in.
Can you hear me, motherfucker? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
You gotta love it. All right, Diamond Dave bringing us back into the show. All right, we have a pickup to talk about that is absolutely amazing, and I want to preface this by saying Nate has really surprised me. We've been giving Nate his flowers this episode for a while now, but I gotta say one of the biggest thing that Nate has surprised me on is his framing layout of books, and he did this. What was that issue, that wraparound issue, Nate? Do you have it?
Dark Knight 6.
Oh,
The,
look at this, you guys.
The 1 in 25, the black and white. So the Finch remark is right up here. Because if like you remember the old Batman when he broke his back. Like I love the old Kelly. Like is it Kelly Jones who was the artist back then?
Yep.
I just love that style. But Finch is great. When he did this Bang, it was on A&Z. I don't know if it's Ants or A&Z Comics,
A&Z.
but they're out of Houston, and he was live on. It's probably like a year ago, maybe. Maybe it's Chicago or something like that. But I picked it up for, God, man, it was like $100. Like it was not that much for a Finch remark. I was just like, man, this looks great. And I was talking to Yee, and I was like, hey, would you just take the book apart? Because I was like, I don't care about the book. I just want the cover. Or we're talking about CGC. And I was like, I don't want to send CGC because it's going to be the wraparound.
Yes.
I was like, let's just take out the book. And I was like, just frame the.
It looks
I
so
think you
good,
just
bro.
opened up the possibilities of how to present
so good.
Present something like that. It's
I
just-
agree. I
that's
would rather have
phenomenal.
it like that than CGC to 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
badass.
I think that was the right way.
I have every single New 52 #1. That's like a little fun.
Wow. Well, we were just
But you
talking
can
about
actually draw on yours, and you can actually send your stuff to actually be like, hey,
great point. Great point.
that's the cool part.
Nate
You can remark all your stuff.
Nate went and got some stuff signed by Larry Hama and the guy who did the voice for Storm Shadow.
Yeah, his name was I keep wanting to say Keon Johnson, but he plays in the NBA. His name is oh my god, keeps Keon Young.
Keon Young.
And I think he was on like Fantasy Island. Like he was actually on like Fantasy Island, maybe like Love Boat, like just kind of like those some of those random shows.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was extremely polite. Like he's just a very nice guy. Like Larry Hama, actually, when I got I got Keon Young stuff autographed first and went to Larry Hama, and I was trying to explain to him what I wanted. I don't know if it's just my Southern accent or he's just very, he's not a young man, because he was just like, he looked at me and was like, I don't understand what you're saying. And so the guy beside him was like, can you just do like the Araji Kage at the bottom? And I was like, yeah, that'd be perfect. Because I was trying to figure out, like, I had a bunch of old books that are really the stuff that I had like growing up, like they're torn up. And so I always loved the picture of Storm Shadow saving Snake Eyes in issue 26, and like kind of really talking about like when they were in Vietnam with Stalker, talking about like how they got to know each other, how close they became. But issue 21, the silent issue, that's first time appearance of Storm Shadow, and the first time you see the Rajikage symbol. So I got them framed, and I put 26 first just because with the Vietnam piece, with them being like brothers. So you can see how Storm Shadow is saving him, and they're taking the chopper back. And Stalker at the down at the panel beside is explaining about the Rajikage. And that's where Hama signs it and puts the symbol. And then Keon Young, he signs it. And the best part was in the corner here, he puts his name, but he actually says leader of the Rajikage, and then he does it in Chinese characters for Rajikage
awesome.
at the bottom.
How cool
So I
is
thought that was really cool.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
The one thing is, like, trying to figure out the colors, and this is obviously where I can't do it. So Dave Wilkins, the lady who does all of Dave's framing, she does mine, because she was the first one who told me that Dave lived in the Woodlands. And I remember calling Joe, and Joe's like, yeah, I pressed his art book. And I was like, that's just nuts. I had no idea. And so we were going back and forth with a bunch of different stuff, just because there's so many different colors. And
you knocked it out the park, bro. Knocked it out the park.
She did a great job.
I do the same thing, Nate. Whenever one of my favorite things in the world, I'm gonna have to do a video to show you guys all my framed art and stuff. But my favorite thing in the world, one of my favorite things in the world used to be when I had like a bunch of stuff to take to the Michaels. I go to Michaels whenever they have their sales. They have really great framers there. And
same.
That's where this gets done. That's all these got done.
60% off this past week.
Glorious. And I love when you're like, if I can't figure out if there's not something I know exactly what I want, I'll say to the framer, I'll say, give me some ideas. What do you think? And they'll usually hit it every time. You know, the best colors. When you double and triple matte stuff, I really love double matting. Sometimes triple matting will work well. But I really love double matting, and this right here killed it, man. Absolutely killed it.
Yeah. Well, she like Mrs. V, if I go and she's not there, I'm like, I'll come back.
Amen.
I was like, I don't trust anybody else. I'm like, if it's good enough for Dave Wilkins, it's good enough for me.
Amen,
I was like,
dude.
And so just to let you know, like, where I had those original, do you remember the old, I had the original Snow Serpent concept art from Hasbro. I got those framed. So those go there. What I just showed you will go in the middle, and then the old when I showed you, this is years ago, but I got the original John Royal art for G.I. Joe 275 dual layout. It's on that side, so they just all kind of flow.
Beautiful, so beautiful, dude.
But I got something else for you. Like I was do you guys? So I was actually gonna, when Leg had these, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to.
Those are so rare.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to really probably beg Leg, because then he like was getting like the high grades. I'm like, oh man, there's so few of those. I'm like, they're so expensive. So when you guys did the show with the top, was it the top 10 with Tony Fleece back in like, I want to say the end of the year?
Yep.
And so I reached out to Tony and asked him if he had one, and he's like, yeah, I do. And so this came from Tony, and actually he sent it, and the one part was, this was when Anna's grandfather passed away, so I just missed a lot of emails for a couple of days. He was like, do you want me to autograph it and stuff like that? And I missed it, and so it was already sent out, and I was going to have him try and do like a remark of like Cobra Commander or somebody up there.
Yeah.
But so we were talking, and I remember when you guys had him on the show, I asked him, I was like, Yee, I was texting you when you were all talking to him. I'm like, hey, does he have the original art? And he does. I'm not really sure. And so I talked to him a little bit longer, and then, well, what do you know?
Oh my gosh, dude.
There you go.
That is awesome.
And he's such a nice guy. I mean, like, he's just so easy
Tony's
to talk to.
the best.
I mean, just,
yeah.
We talk to guys like him.
Hardest working man in comics. Yep.
Man, he's just an incredible guy. Just, it was great when Feral and all, Stray Dogs, everything, it just blew up, because like guys like that, they deserve it. And so he was great on this.
That's awesome, dude.
He's got it. There's an email he explains to me, like, because I was like, if you look at the bottom, you got Cobra Commander, Destro, and Chameleon. I'm like, what? I was like, how come they're not on the original art? And he explains it all to me. I just can't remember what it is offhand, but I was like,
he's all, quit complaining, dude. I sent you the art, dude. Fuck off.
Yeah. So those are beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, but I thought that was cool.
That's fucking awesome.
I think Clutch told the story about how he added to it, or Tony did. Maybe it was. I can't remember where they had to add to him. So that's awesome.
Because I wanted to show Clutch. Yeah, I wanted to show Clutch because I was like the Skybound piece, and right at the top, big Skybound fleece, something like that. I was like, Clutch will appreciate that.
That's great, dude. Congratulations. Cool, dude. Not too shabby, my friend. Hood, you got any pickups?
Nah, man, I got to jump though, man. Okay. Love you guys. See you guys next week.
All right, brother.
I
Be
may or may
safe.
not jump on Whatnot tomorrow, but after your show.
Sounds good, brother.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon, my friend.
All right, guys. Y'all
All right,
take
buddy.
care.
Dude, good hanging
Later.
out, man.
Good seeing you.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
Bull Boy. Awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Mama.
Thank you, mama.
So
He's gonna give you the address for that sketch if you're not careful.
Yeah, man.
I got a.
I'll see you guys.
Later, brother.
You know, just passing the time.
I've got a show, a eBay show coming up. Let me bring this up real quick. Tomorrow night, if you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description. If you guys want to check it out, but basically, it's going to be tomorrow night around 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'll have a bunch of stuff to sell. I mean, a ton of stuff. I'll have CGC McFarlane signed stuff. I'll have just tons of stuff. So make sure you guys go check it out. There is. Let me go ahead and do this.
Dude, I got my first ever convention coming up May. Ilcon, Dan Mendoza's Ilcon.
Oh, you're going to that? That's awesome, dude.
I mean, I'm gonna be in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's like my first. I've been to conventions, but
people are coming to see you now.
Other people's tables before, or just like 99% of the time, just being like, geeky fan,
Yeah.
This is the first time that I'll be going there. So
that's huge, bro.
I'll probably watch the show, but I'm just like prepping and like having pretty much a panic attack for the next 20 days.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be dope. It's in Detroit, right?
Yeah, it's in Jackson. So
that's huge.
I'm just making sure I'm, got everything together, but I'm just, getting as much comic content and, just getting the zone kind of, I gotta,
bro. You're gonna be offering, obviously, convention sketches and stuff like that, and bring.
Yeah, I'm depending on how much time, because I actually have 2 covers I have to finish before then, like 2 covers I got to do with all the like getting everything together and stuff. But yeah, I was gonna see if I could, knock out some sketches, and then he has like 2 Ilcon exclusive blanks that he's giving all the artists. So he's sending those out early so we can kind of get like a little jump start on it, because it's only for like a day. And I know that that when you're at a convention, like days fly by like seconds, it's
fucking
like,
yeah,
it's just like, I know the whole day is just gonna be over in a flash. So we did an exclusive. Everybody did like an exclusive for the show, and those will be there. And I'm just, I'm actually,
we'll definitely be talking about it, because I remember when Dan was first on, we brought him on, maybe it's the second time Dan was on, he was talking about how he was thinking about doing that, kind of based on Brian's whole Sworn Fest idea. And it was super cool, man. I mean, so I'm stoked that you're going to be part of it. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm so grateful to be a part of that whole thing. And it's funny how the whole thing started, because it went from like Action Lab to like then doing store exclusives to him like bringing me on. And it's just like, I never would have, imagined to like be a part of that whole thing. And that's just like really helped me. And like just Zombie Tramps, like I mean, that's like how Billy found me. It's like really how it just like sucked me into like,
hell yeah, bro,
comic books, and I like thoroughly like really love drawing like all the, it's like so you know what I mean, it's like up my alley. So I don't know,
that's dope, dude.
It's just cool, man. So I'm just trying to kind of like
I've got real quick, I want to run through these.
Are these
real
for your
quick.
show tomorrow?
Hold on.
What's that?
These are some of the things that I'm going to have on the show tomorrow. These are the type of things that you guys can come get. So, this is a crazy innuendo cover. This is the Xena Wrath of Hera Part 1, the hot tub cover. So if you guys are looking for that
hot tub cover, you know.
Yeah. So I'll have I have like 4 or 5 of these that I'll be putting for sale at some point. I'll have Turner.
Oh man.
Yep. I'll have a bunch of Turner. All right. The beautiful.
I got
Michael
pumped.
Turner.
I think I even have those, and it's still like I just every time I see it. Oh, and Gen 13,
Look at
bro.
those
You're
legs.
speaking my language.
Speaking
Oh,
of
boy,
long legs,
those legs.
boy. Yeah.
I know.
Look at that.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like that.
This is cool. I'll have a couple of these. We gave one of these away, and I'll have a couple of these for sale. These are the
How many
Planet
autographs
Death.
are on there, Brian? It looks
3
like
autographs. Both of the writers are on here, so that's a triple sig. So I'll have that available. This was from Sean Forney. This was that Cause and Effect.
He was on Wednesday, right?
Yep, he was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is for He-Man fans. This is a Sorceress variant. This is limited to 25. This is, there we go, right there, number 3 of 25, and it's signed. So, and you can still get that graded. Then look at this. So this is from Thaddeus Robeck, I believe is his name. He's the guy that painted this.
Bruh.
Absolutely beautiful. And
Bruh.
Look at those eyes.
and he signed it. So that'll be available.
That is crazy.
Speaking of
Is
Spawn,
that actually painted or is that digital?
painted.
I can't,
Yeah,
damn,
color.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can tell.
look at this. The McFarlane signed Brett Booth WonderCon variant and
Dude, what a cool
unsigned.
signature, man.
Yeah, so that'll be available. Those will all be available tomorrow. Plus many, many more, including just might have a few of those amazing Mark Spears Zartan books for anybody that missed out on the Zartan books. I might have just a couple.
6 minutes on Clutch's website.
Yep, gone.
Yeah, the funny part was she just shared the McFarlane. I was like, on that on the Word document with all the creator first, I'm like, who's before him? Pool Boy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Also
I
have,
know. That is nuts.
See? I mean, it's just
reminded me of that.
Speaking of butter.
Whoa. Yeah.
Art
see?
Adams, 1 in 75 con variant, signed by Art Adams, will be available
See,
for
who
sale.
says you can't rise to the top with the butter, man?
I know, dude.
Telling you.
And then I don't know if you
I
guys
just gotta find my right.
remember this storyline, the Mouse Guard storyline. They're bringing
I
this
love
back.
that.
Yeah, there's a lot of option talk about this, and they brought it back to do a facsimile. But this is the OG. This is the 3rd printing of the OG, and then I have first prints of the entire set. So if you guys want a Mouse Guard set, I have the entire set, including the number 1 is very hard to get in first or second print, but then the rest are all first prints. So those will be available, and plenty more. I mean, a ton of stuff. So again, that'll be tomorrow around 9 p.m. Eastern, I would say.
Is, Alex.
Yeah. So there's the link. If you guys want to take a screenshot of the QR code, there you go. There's the QR code. It'll take you straight to the show. And like I said, I'll have a ton of stuff, an absolute ton of stuff. Maybe a few Mark Spears things too. So I don't have much Mark Spears. I have just a couple things. And the Zartan stuff, that's all I have. So
that Zartan stuff is just incredible.
Yeah, it's really, really fucking good. Okay, I want to run through a couple of the F.O.C. things before we call it a night. We are almost done. Of course, C2E2, you guys, was absolutely crazy. I don't know how many of you have been keeping an eye on all the C2E2 exclusive variants, but man, there is a freaking ton of them. Over 500 variants so far, I believe, on this, which is, I think 500, maybe, was it 533?
There's got to be one like crazy fan that's got them all too, right?
Oh my God, bro.
His name is Aaron Yee.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Yeezy. There was Let me see here. Let me find this. Here we go. Oh yeah, dude. A ton. Cover Price does such a good job with.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my god. There's like 2 oh my goodnesses in the first row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
So hold on here. Let me go here. And we'll just quick run through some of these because they are very interesting. That one's kind of old school homage-ish. There you go.
Oh yeah, Green Day, baby.
Yeah. And
that's freedom on a cover right there.
There is and shout out to Andy Dusso getting some Run the Jewels homages out there. He's a great artist. Follow his Instagram stuff. There is, how many was there? Over 500, I think it said.
Good.
Over 545 issues. So we're going to run through just a few of them real quick for everybody that didn't see the craziness. This Frizen, $40, absolutely beautiful. That was a $40
You can really
buy-in.
tell from the eyes, the Frizen eyes.
Here you go, Pool Boy. How about a little?
I know. I was, dude. You like just, you know. There
So
it is.
Those are out of Aftermath. This Blood one's crazy too. So there's that.
Yeah, see, man. I still got a chance. So you're saying there's a chance?
So
you're saying there's a chance.
We saw this one obviously, but this is the other JTC variant. Yeah,
dude. What?
You know, the concentric circles. Yeah.
What the heck?
Very cool.
All right.
That is sick, dude.
And then he did this really weird one where this one comes in a carrying case. It's $300. You get the carrying
I saw
case.
That. It's
yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So cool. But it's
Wait,
really
what do
cool.
You mean it comes in a carrying case?
Here,
the case you have to see. The case looks.
Yeah, this
it looks really cool.
Oh crap!
Hold on here.
Like I would have been like carrying case, but then when you see it, I'm like, wow, it's like something you get like I guess buying a case of flawless or something like that.
What? It's like some top secret like briefcase.
Right?
Oh my!
Like I want the handcuff to my wrist. I'm like, yeah,
dude, what is that? That's crazy.
So there's that.
I love con exclusives. Dude.
I love this John Boy Myers. It's fantastic.
So good.
Yeah.
Look at all those villains.
Hold on. There's so many, man. There's so many variants. It's unreal. There's a lot of ones that I'm just gonna skip over. But I like the baseball ones. I don't know why. The Chicago Cubs.
Oh, that's the old Johnny Stain and Warren Spahn.
Norman Rockwell. Yep.
Yep.
So really good.
Is that an Archie Popeye homage? One above.
Oh, right here, yeah. Archie,
dude, that is
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
I used to play that game. That's how like I could just see. That is awesome.
The foil covers we saw, the logo covers, they're okay. I mean, they're nothing crazy to talk about. This Bitter Root's badass. Shout out to Sanford Green.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Look at that car.
This one is from Trolls Comics. Now,
I was just looking at that, dude.
A lot of people love this. I'm not as it's good, but it's not up my Disney alley. But a lot of people love it. So, and then he also did this one, which this one is right up my alley. So shout out to Trolls Comics for this one. This one's fantastic.
That's nuts.
Yeah, this one is just fucking killer. Totally.
Dude, that thing on a holofoil would be crazy.
Right? And that's what I'm hoping it is a holofoil. I don't know if it is. If Trolls Comics is in the chat, let us know if this is a holofoil, because if it is, you just killed it, man.
That would be nuts.
Yeah. Let's see here. I saw this. Shout out to Tom Hutchinson. Big Dog Inc. has a great cover here. And this is obviously a Danger Girl homage. Thoughts and prayers goes out to Tom Hutchinson, who I believe lost his mother this last week, if I'm not mistaken. So much love to you, brother, and thoughts and prayers go out to you. But support Small Press and Big Dog Inc. This is the Miko Suyan Crow one that isn't as good as the last one. And then let's see here. There's more. This is the Ivan Tao Department of Truth. And then there's a Nathan Zerdy Department of Truth, but I really like this one the most. Rudy Ao.
I love Zerdy.
Yeah. Zerdy's going to be on next Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah. Here we go. Do You Poo Mark Spears homages. Of course, we saw those. I know Sean Forney worked on this, colorist. Doom Division.
That was the Hardly Thin from Marat.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, look at this. Speaking of Exquisite Corpses, this is a Rose Besh.
There you go. Dude, I love Rose. Oh my God.
This is very interesting. This looks much different than her normal stuff. It looks great.
It sure does.
Limited to 300. So, and there's a pink foil too. That's going to just be amazing.
A pink foil, dang.
Yeah. Let's see here. Shout out to who just gifted memberships. Shout out to Alex. Just gifted 10 memberships. Congrats to all the new members. That's awesome. Thank you, Alex. You're the man. This was pretty cool. A John Carpenter homage, but I love Days of Future Past homage covers.
Yeah,
and
that's
that one
way cool.
kills
Having
it.
the other killers in the background, that's
Yeah.
really neat.
That's awesome. So good. Let's see here. There is so many of the Fame ones I could do without, but I get it. I understand it. At least they're coming up with stories to put in the inside, which is better than just doing some, just filling pages.
That reminds me of like way back in the day, like they used to do that. Like I have like a Madonna comic and I have like a Prince comic. Like
yes, rock and
do you
roll.
remember those from, like,
Yeah,
the
rock
90s?
and roll biographies.
Yeah.
This, if
that
this looks
Charizard?
as good as
That's sick, yo.
foil, bro. Look how dope that would be in foil, like rainbow.
Yeah.
That's it?
I can only imagine how many people are freaking about that.
Look at this.
You good? Okay. Yeah, that looks cool.
Right, and then they also did a Mewtwo. So they did a bunch of good ones. Shout out to them for
Those are
that.
cool.
Is that
okay.
a Pokemon book? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
that...
based on the creator of Pokemon.
Okay, wow.
And
I
then
think
this
that
is-
looks fantastic.
This
Dude,
should have
that's
been
just-
a Wonder
just-
Woman cover, but it's on
Yes.
a Gal Gadot
Oh, it's not?
comic book.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Doesn't that take it away? Because if this was an
Yeah.
actual Wonder Woman
I
cover,
really
oh my
thought
God.
that was a Wonder Woman cover.
it's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's so cool. It looks great.
It's like one of my favorite Wonder Woman pictures, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's epic.
So,
Well, shit.
okay, these are the Michael Turner homages.
Turners.
Yep.
These are ones that Igor had texted about.
Yeah. Great. And then
Yeah,
look
they're
at this
beautiful.
Jinx. Ryan Kincaid.
Dude.
Wow. Who's
Dude.
that?
Ryan Kincaid.
That is some amazing color work because the way that they have like the purple and red with the backlighting and it looks like it's like, it's just playing tricks with your eyes. It's so
It
good.
looks
It's
hollow,
such good
like a
cover.
hologram.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
so good.
such a good cover. Oh my God, is that good? I'm going to have to find one of those. That one was
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, we've got a couple more pages here. More G.I. Joe stuff, all kinds of connecting covers. I like this Godzilla vs. Chicago. Only, only thing there's, I don't know how limited they are. I would love to know. I think there's only a few of them. Okay, look at all these damn Fame variants. Of course, the Invincible variant was a big one that was on the Hot 10. There's another great. This is one of the best Zerdies I've seen in a long time.
That's a great cover.
Dude, just nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about the Mark Spears ones at the beginning of the show, which were just fantastic. They have the Momoko. We talked about that last night. It's not too shabby for a Momoko.
Not bad.
Yeah, I like this Marvel Rivals Rian Gonzalez.
Hi.
Yeah, this one's awesome.
Dude, that is beautiful.
Yeah. So Marvel Rivals. Look
Colors
at this one.
again.
This guy Cameron Johnson is blowing me away. Medusan, #1. This cover right here might be the book, other than the Monsters book. This might be the book of the con, and I need one of these bad. So if anybody has an extra one of these, let me know. I need one.
That thing's rad.
Fucking A. Cameron Johnson. I'm going to have to figure his shit out. You know, that's another one right there that I got to find. Gorgeous. Oh, love the foil edition of this.
Dude, beautiful. I love that. Love that. Oh my God.
All right.
I feel like I've seen that.
We don't have hood here for the mama, but that's a mama cover right there if I ever see one. Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Look at that.
One word, bro. Damn.
This is Don McTeague.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Let's see here. This is the Star Wars 1 facsimile variant. I like this one.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like that.
That thing's badass.
Street Fighter, Ivan Talavera. Needed a little bit more mama on this one, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's space there that could be used. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely space to the right that could be used.
A little bit more butter. Yeah, yeah.
A little bit.
There you go.
And I'm like,
speaking
Chun-Li, Chun-Li's like up there for me, dude.
There's butter for you.
Street Fighter in general.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's serious. See, like, I mean, dude, all I'm seeing is hope. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of hope.
Yeah. Okay, I think there's just a few more that I can remember. I like this Cat in the Hat by Gorkum
Dude,
Demir.
Dr. Seuss is my guy, cool. Dude. That is sick.
Yeah. Never even thought about that. That's wild.
Yeah. That's got to be a popular one.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Dr. Seuss's. There's a lot of like.
What is the Dr. Seuss thing? Is
Fame,
it like
a tidal wave book? It's like a biography on him.
Crazy.
Yeah. Look at this Vampirella. Oh, that's a fucking photo. I was about to say, holy shit, is that an art piece?
That's
a photo.
Photorealistic art right there.
That's real butter.
Yeah, that's real butter. Yeah.
That's margarine.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, there's Ickpot.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. This one's good too. Ellie Santos. Ellery Santos.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
The anime kind of look.
But this one right here is the fucking
I can already tell.
Ivan Talavera. Oh my God.
Ivan Tal.
Is that good? That
he
is
needs to
so
stop it, dude.
Good.
Stop it.
Yeah. This one's good too. Justine Florentino. And then here is another good one.
Dude, yeah.
Kataya
anyone wants to get me on another Vampirella. I want another shot at that.
You'd be perfect for it.
Yeah.
I did a Mind Warp run. I did like 5 Vampirellas, and I'm ready. Like, I've grown.
Look at that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, all the Vampirella, I just love Vampirella art. Honestly, I could fill a house just Vampirella.
I'm going to show you the other hit of the con, in my opinion. And I need also one of these. If anybody out there has one of these, I need one.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's like your dream book right there.
I need one of these. So I will say it again. I need one of these. If anybody has an extra, let me know. I want there's special foil edition. I don't want the booby edition. I want this one. So I can actually show it.
Get this guy the foil edition, dude.
Look how gorgeous that is. Fuck.
Carrots.
Uh-huh. Next level, man. All right. And then so that was the other like sneaker book of the con. Here you go, I'll show you Chat Zudis, man. Whoa.
I did a really cool book with Comic Exposure. I love those guys.
Yeah. This is another Tyndall. Look at that. That's kind of weird posture. But speaking of Tyndall and Michael Turner.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I recognize that anywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Limited to 80. This one's limited to
even
80. This one's limited to 40. The metal or the foil, the metal is limited to 20. So,
Dang.
yeah. Okay. I got to get one of these too because I collect
you got
Uncle
the
Sam.
Uncle Sam.
Yep. Uncle
Yeah,
Sam
that's
shit.
great.
Yep. Speaking of that, I forgot to tell Mark I need one of the Uncle Sam Monsters books that was just announced. So I got to find out where to get those. This is a nice zombie tramp.
That is a great zombie tramp.
Yep. Limited to 100, I believe. And that is all the good books on C2E2. And then really quick, you guys can go, of course, to economicsandcomics.com. His pre-order bundle page is absolutely amazing. And there is a lot of good comics coming out this week. I'm going to go by the best-selling real quick here. And then, of course, I want to go... Why is that in Japanese? And not... There we go. Our boy Lefteros to end the night on our F.O.C. picks. This is our boy Lefteros on IG. He also does a great write-up on Cover Price and does a thing on Black Crown Comics every Sunday. So make sure you check all those out. Starting off with Absolute Superman number 7. First full appearance and cover of Absolute Brainiac. That is creepy. Wow, that's crazy. Are those all bottle cities or are all those... Yeah, those all got to be bottle cities, right?
It's a lot of work is what
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Yeah. Wow.
That is a lot of work.
Okay. Next, Blood and Thunder number 1. All new series set in the near future where Earth has an alien species integrated into society in partnership with Robert Kirkman. So there's a new series. Okay.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final issue of Grommets has been announced. This is the best comic of 2024, in my opinion, and I'm glad it's finally able to come to an end. Absolutely amazing. Let me go ahead and do this. What I can say is there are variants. This is the 1 in 10. It's a killer variant. And then the 1 in 25 is excellent. Or 1 in 20. They're climbing a fence. That's so good. That is totally just nostalgia.
Yeah, it's sweet.
They got look at the patches
Welcome
on
that
them.
over the barbed wire.
Yep. And what I will also say is the main cover is great, okay? But look how good that is. It shows all the boards, the bottoms of the boards too. But there will also be a very special variant for this series. The first Beyond Wednesdays variant will be part of this series or part of this issue. We'll be announcing that soon. I just announced that it's happening. Shout out to the Beyond Wednesdays crew. And we are going to be doing the first ever Beyond Wednesdays variant for Grommets issue number 7. It was a very interesting process. They would not let us use our own art or artist, but we got to pick some really cool art. And the plan is, I'm putting it out there into the ether. The plan is to get Rick Remender on the show. I'm really hoping to get him on the show. I would love to get Rick, Brian Posehn, Brett Parsons. I'd love to get all 3 of them on the show to talk about what a monumental series this has been, the final issue, how big of a deal it was to me and my nostalgia. Have you read this by any chance, Pool Boy?
I haven't. But
oh my God!
You got me sold on it. So
did you grow up in skate culture and punk culture in the 90s and early 2000s?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm like an 80s baby. Like
Okay,
1980.
perfect. You're just like me then. Then
Yeah.
this, bro, will hit you like a fucking nostalgia rocket to the face.
Yeah, I could tell.
I'm just like you. Was born in 80, so I'm an 80s kid, and
I had a yellow
this,
skateboard with like a snake with like a sword through it or something.
dude, everything about this. And here's the crazy thing. They say it's based in Sacramento, but I have a sneaky feeling that it's really based in Phoenix, because all the landmarks are straight out of Phoenix, where I'm at and where I'm from. That I hope I get to talk to Rick Remender about that at some point, because it just blows me away how close it is to my childhood. So I really want to get Brett Parson, Brian Posehn, Rick Remender on at some point. Hopefully we'll be able to wrangle something in the announcement of the, the art for the first variant. So
Yeah, I love the art style. It's like really distinct too.
yeah. Well, we did talk to Big Leg did get a chance to talk to Brian. So that's I'm definitely going to hit up Brian if Rick does come on, obviously, because of what Alex is saying right here. It's a big part of his childhood too. So, but that is the main reason why I wanted to talk about FOC this week. There is a lot of great FOC books that you guys can find. Of course, we'll continue with the Gwenpool #1 is coming out, the new Gwenpool, which to me is stupid, but there is some great variants to it. We'll go over in a second.
I was gonna say the art's probably dope.
Oh, the art, there's 2 great variants. Helverine #6, this is first full appearance of Hell Hulk, which is going to be a major cool character. Look how cool that's going to be to draw.
Yeah.
Monsters #5, of course, get your polybags. Miles Morales, Spider-Man #33, first cover appearance of a new character called Powerlift. And then probably the biggest book people are talking about on FOC other than Monsters, Pop Kill #3. This is the Adam Hughes variant. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
What a fucking cover. Everything about this cover is a 10, right? The trade dress, where they put the Mad Cave logo, where they put the issue information, the whole design about this is a 10. Obviously, she's a 10.
The graphic design's a 10. Just the time period of the whole, like the vintage aspect of the thing is like an 11. I'm all about like this like vintage style design. Like I was just looking up that stuff. Like I was just looking up this sort of style design, and I was just like thinking, where did it all go wrong, man? Like what? It was such a dope style.
Yeah.
Oof.
This is the other stuff, the Massive Publishing. This is Detective Kaiju. That's on FOC. So check this out. It does have some cool homage covers. A little Sin City homage.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, that's a cool cover right there.
Yep.
And then there's a Sveta cover. I love Sveta Shubina. She's an amazing artist. Hold on here. There is a few more I got to show you guys, and then we're going to call it a night. I wish that I could get this to stay this way the whole time, but I can't. Select all variants. Okay, here we go. Is it 412 or 416? Go back. Cut off variants. Holy cow, it went back way too far. Okay. One more. What's going on here? I apologize, you guys. We're trying to get this working.
You're good.
Is this it? 423, 416. Here we go. Okay. So, variant-wise, this is shout out to James at Mad Love Comic and Art. I love this cover right here. Art and book The Musings of Artemides and Brooke, #1. Look how great that cover is.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, fantastic. Great job on that one, James. So there's that. There's a bunch of different versions of it. This Dan Mora, Batgirl #7 is another 10. I mean, look at that.
That's like female Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I love the background. Like,
Dude,
Dan
it's
Mora
nuts.
killed that. Just killed that. So great job on that one. And then, hold on here. There is Blood and Thunder, Metamorpho, Daredevil. We talked about that. Okay. There is a G.I. Joe Real American Hero 1 in 10, the camouflage variant of Don Moreno, the Snake Eyes. I'm sure that'll sell. There's a really good one that I got to show you guys for the camouflage stuff. Okay, here is the Gwenpool. So this is the 1 in 100. This is going to be a major heater.
Like what?
Yeah. Fantastic, right?
Goodness, dude. Yeah, that's like freaking 10 out of 10.
Look at this one. This one's good too. The 1 in 25.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's going to be a major hit. But there's a Todd Knock that is there's a regular, but there's also a foil of this through KRS Comics, I believe. That is a 10 too. And look how good that is.
That's like kind of steampunky. Like
right?
that shark gun is just insane. I love like the like blockiness of the feet. I know that might sound weird.
I agree with you. Yeah.
The square-toed shoes,
Yep.
love it.
Yep.
And like just how everything's like very sharp. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, great Todd Knock art.
Yep. And then like the cute little shark face.
Yeah, that's Jeff the Land Shark, man. Okay, this is a interesting Sweeney Boo cover. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Coloring maybe.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man.
And then there is a lot of great La Muerta stuff coming out. Shout out. This is the Carla Cohen La Muerta. It's a holofoil.
I love Carla Cohen.
Yeah. So do I. I love Coffin Comics too. Shout out to.
Yep.
Just killing that. There's a bunch of La Muerta stuff, like absolutely killer stuff. Tons of it. There's a great Billy Tucci. Look at this Billy Tucci one. Oh, is she?
Dope.
The
Love
sugar
Billy
skull in the
Tucci.
background. Oh, that's so good. This Lilith is going to be
I mentioned
interesting.
that Motor City Comic Con is awesome.
Yeah, Billy is great. This is going to be interesting.
Bro, I
series called
love
Lilith.
that, man.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on with that?
Angela Wu 1 in 20 Virgin variant.
Dude, it's like it's almost like in and out of focus, and then it's got this kind of like half toning, like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with that.
Yeah,
I love
dope.
it.
All right, there is even more. This is more the Mad Love
Dang.
stuff, right? All the Mad Love stuff, which is great. We already went over all the great monster stuff. This is funny. Money Shot Big Bang #1, Patton Oswalt Sex Criminals homage with Tim. I think that's Tim Seeley, right? Yeah, Tim Seeley. So that's funny. The writer of Hack Slash and the video store guy from Seinfeld. So that'll be cool.
I just did a Hack Slash Tim Seal Zombie Tramp
I
mashup.
love Hack Slash, man.
Yep.
Look at this Joe Quesada Art Nouveau cover.
Yep.
Beautiful. Quesada's so good at that Art Nouveau style.
Yeah, it looks like a tarot card
Yeah.
or something.
She's beautiful.
I love the designs.
More pinup Apocalypse. I love this Andrew Tarasov. He is amazing. He's going to be another guy that absolutely blows up this year. That's beautiful. And
Can you
of
hold
course,
the one that was right to the left of that one?
this one right here.
The one that was to the left of the one just before it.
This one right here.
Yeah.
That one's good too.
Yeah.
I think that's Tarasov too. Is that Tarasov? Who's that? No, Igor. Yeah, it is Tarasov. I think that. No, that's a Yuli Kosinisa cover, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know who that is.
It's okay.
There is a great Sway Poison Ivy. I don't know if this is great. It's Sway kind of outside of his element, but it's interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like Tim Burton vibes.
Yeah. Mark Spear Space Quest stuff is starting to come out from the Ashcan. Thunderbolt stuff. I'm just going quickly. And I think that's basically it. Yeah, I think that's basically it for tonight.
That pop cover, dude.
Yeah.
That's like a featured.
Yeah. It's beyond. Oh wait, hold on. What was that?
That's like one of my favorites from like just everything I've seen tonight.
Yeah. I love this and I love this.
Yo.
So great way to end it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fucking show. Me and Pool Boy staying till the end. 3.5 hours.
Man.
Come hang out with us tomorrow, eBay Live. I'll post the link and everything, and we'll be dual streaming on YouTube. So if you're following Beyond Wednesday's YouTube and you have your notifications set to all, you should get notified when I start the sale, and I'll have links and everything for the sale. So that'll be tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Go buy the Pool Boy Exquisite Corpses variant over at economicsandcomics.com, where it's very easy. You just go to economicsandcomics.com. You click available now for pre-order, and not only can you get the Pool Boy variant, you can get all the other variants that are not sold out in a nice little bundle package. And I suggest you guys go do that. Very, very good stuff. And shout out to Pool Boy for a great fucking cover, man.
Hey, thank you, man.
I can't wait to see maybe more characters. Yeah. So, shout out to everybody that supported us tonight. Shout out to all the super chatters, all the memberships. Alex, appreciate you, brother. And shout out to all the new subs. Been a lot of new subs recently. Again, we will be back. Let's see, what do we got next? Tomorrow night is the sale. Monday night there'll be a sale. Yep, Monday night will be a whatnot sale. And then Tuesday night, we will be talking about, hopefully, the final news on the sale of Diamond, which will be very interesting. So we'll see you guys then soon. Go follow this guy on all his socials. You can find the information in the stuff below. We'll see you guys next time. Adios.